Wow. Hello, everybody. How are we doing today?
Wonderful.
We're wonderful. We're brilliant. We're beautiful. And I feel
Easy
outnumbered.
breezy cup girl.
Dead silence. Oh no. Coffee traveler, please tell me this is a ruse. You can hear us, right? This is a ruse.
Yeah,
You can
wait,
hear
he
us,
can.
right?
We
Oh
can hear it
no.
on screen. Yeah, wait, he can.
Oh no. Why do I
Oh
hear
no.
the stream in the background? What?
Oh, I know what it is. Oh
Is
no.
someone watching the stream right now and not muted?
Giving you that view count.
Yeah.
Thanks
I
so
had the
much.
stream up. I was informing you that we are hearable, but I didn't realize that my audio was passing through my deck.
Oh, okay.
I
Well
was
then.
like, just quick unmute so I can hear it, and I was like, ooh, why can I?
Uh, as always, I get baited by one of my watchers and viewers all the time. But let's just go around the table real quick and see how we've been. How's life in Australia, Millman?
I mean, I just started holidays or vacation for the Christmas period.
Wow.
Pretty amazing. I won't
That-
lie. I've never
that-
been so excited to clock off work in my life. I was like, fuck it, let's go.
Fuck, I wish
I
I
used to
could do
be. I wish I was a baker for like nearly 11 years. We don't get Christmas off. Like, you literally get Christmas Day, and then they're like, we'll see you at midnight for Boxing Day. And I'm like,
that. I'm so sorry. But
I don't
Patrick,
anymore, bitches.
Patrick, you live in America land where we do celebrate Christmas, the most wonderful, beautiful holiday in the world. How's that going for you, Patrick? How was your final? Did you pass? Did you fail? Tell us.
In classic fashion, I failed all of my exams but passed all my classes. So
What
it's
the
quite a lot
fuck?
about our education system, doesn't it?
What the fuck? Oh man. Well,
Yeah.
You fail all of them.
No,
Like,
not all of them. I actually did very good
Statistically,
on
you
some
should
of them.
pass one.
he just like
Yes,
fucking.
I did bad in physics.
All right, we started
you're saying
at everyone, and now we're on our way out of it. I'm sorry for interrupting you, Alex. I found that way too
That's right. I
funny.
was just gonna say that it obviously wasn't worth missing the last half of last week then. If you
Yeah.
failed anyway.
What the fuck, Patrick? You go to fail.
No, that's not the class I failed.
Okay.
I failed no.
Alex, how are you doing?
Hot. It is very hot today. It's about 42 degrees in this room. I have nothing but a ceiling
cold.
fan that is broken. So I'm melting into my chair at the moment.
Oh no. Well, if we ever have to go full tank top crew, we'll go on a quick break and do that.
Unity.
Hell yeah. Guys, it's been a hell of a week, and I'm glad to end that week with you three and soon to be four, because Soul Crusher is on his way after his car broke down, the poor son of a bitch. And I guess we can talk about people who will never see an automobile in their entire life. Who wants to do the first ever, the historical first recap session? Or recap of last session. I'm gonna randomly
do
pick
it.
one of you. Alright. Hell
Somebody
yeah.
Courage.
The absentee, let's hear it.
The Big Tooth tribe finds themselves within this singular mountain of a mountain range, where we are in search of a cave, a place of shelter, of sanctuary, for one of the members of the tribe. But very quickly, we find ourselves assailed by a Quetzalcoatl, a flying demon bird, not a demon, a flying giant bird that will pick us off and eat us. So in a classic fashion, we run for our lives, but there might be a cave. There are lions afoot. So, Joblin and friends, Joblin and family, goes out to hunt the lions, and we do!
Yeah, pretty successfully.
And unable to even carry both of them, we drag one of them on the dirt to the tribe. No cave, but food. Might as well get more food, so we'd go out again. And we bring the other lion corpse back with us. And to end things off, we get attacked by the giant Quetzalcoatl. And survived. And killed it. Things are looking very well for the Big Tooth tribe.
Yeah, you guys kind of fucked its day. It was like, gonna come and pick one of you guys off, and it turns out having a united front and the ability to throw javelins and the ability to hit really good and really hard saved your asses. So congratulations. And we will start our new day of adventuring that night. Your tribe, get out of here, rain and beautiful music noise. Your night begins with celebrations. Everyone is super fucking hype. You are the heroes, the celebrities, the new generation felling one of these stupid fucking birds. Its carcass has been torn in half. Its meat is now mixed with lion meat over roaring fires. You've more or less conquered this tile until the next, threat appears on the horizon. The lions are dead. The black bears are somewhere north, but not even they're dumb enough to come to a celebrating tribe and their flaming fire. No matter how delicious that meat smell is. Oh, it's so good. Mixed with berries, and now in the process of just eating more than you can possibly consume in one night. What do you guys talk about? What do you do? What's the next step?
Massive orgy. We need to make demons.
Jesus Christ. What's a demon?
Well, we still have to find a cave.
True.
Yeah, we need to find some form of shelter so that that woman can safely give birth.
Yeah.
Mountains are safer. We can explore it.
I believe we've only been searching our heads, so I guess we search further in the mountains.
It's safe here. Tribe can stay, have food. We go out, we search, we find cave. We have time.
But are we safe? There is bears. Grr, arg.
Bears are north. We go north.
You
No, we
want
wouldn't
to
even
fight
know,
bear?
we don't even know, no north, south, east, or west exist. So it's
Well,
We go-
we know
we
what
go up.
direction. We go that way.
we go up. We go up.
We go that way. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Talk about, learning to unlearn principles of our world. Because there's no year either, I realize. There's no month. You're in eternal summer. It's just, we track our time by literal sundown and sunup.
We go up mountain.
Go up mountain.
Speaking of tracking time, I'm getting to the point where I could almost use a long rest. As the only one with spell slots, I'm getting close to that point.
It's true. Not the best thing, for sure. But we are, despite not being able to count time, or track time that well, we are running out of it. Our lady friend can be giving birth within a week, within 2. She's ready to pop.
We are strong. We are healthy. We can trek the mountain.
I agree.
Agreed.
You want? I can scout further up.
We go with you.
Okay.
Okay.
Less trees up there for me to burn.
No.
Make Tex uninhabitable. That way,
Ah.
we keep going. Tribe find us by fires we light in day.
Tomorrow,
Okay.
because it's night.
It is nighttime. Is there anything you guys like to do during nighttime? I know that Crick Brain Wrinklefuck, what's your name? Wrinkle Brain Crick, excuse me.
I like your version better. Don't correct it.
Crick Brain Wrinklefuck has taken it upon themselves to cut and harvest the Quetzalcoatl? Quetzalcoatl? The big fucking demon bird. You now have, well, your tribe now has all of its feathers, its very shitty talons, and a beak that is as nearly as big as a man.
I was gonna say, how big is it? Because, like, can we
It's
just
like
put it on our
6 to
heads?
7
But-
feet long, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so I
huge.
guess just like, oh my god, somebody should totally just spend a week on downtime just.
Should I
putting holes
put
in their
that on the
arms.
tribe sheet?
Yeah, totally. If it's-
Yeah, I've done it.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll put the beak.
Honestly, if you guys... The idea of swimming is a danger, obviously, but you know how to thrash around in the water to avoid sinking immediately. This thing, in theory, can become a canoe. Not a good one, only for like one person. But this, like, if you take the beak and chop it in half, you could technically have 2 boats.
We never seen thing float in water before.
You've seen stick. You know log.
Big log. Big
Yes.
boat.
We've seen things float on water. Like, buoyancy is not something you have to research. That's just happens.
When you were kids, you watched Crinkle Brain Wrinklefuck just throw stuff in a stream one day and be like, "This rock float weirdly."
Volcanoes don't exist yet.
Volcanoes aren't real, but buoyancy is a matter of physics that we know.
I took physics, I know.
Oh god,
Failed.
you failed it, just like Joblin. You're living your character's life. Oh no. Okay, well then. The night will pass. Headdresses or weird ornaments will be made out of the feathers, since you guys don't really have anything to do with them, and you need to carry them somehow. And now we have to
I will
choose
deduct our food.
a direction. Yes, please deduct all food for all tribes, or all tribe members.
It is done.
Cool. Your tribe will stay in this hex, because there is still 1 day of forageable food here before you really have to eat into the supply.
Oh, really? I don't have to mark it down yet?
Everybody feasted. I want you to subtract
Oh,
meat.
it's a...
Yeah, it's a celebration. And if we want to go uphill, we have to choose between this hex, which you guys can't see because I am on a different layer than you, fucking around with background stuff, this hex, or this hex. Alternatively, we could take the shallow path and try to find a way up to here without going directly up, but, I mean, why would you do that when you could just go up immediately? The goal is to go
Just
up.
I think we
yeah,
should
go
should
up
go
and
up.
right.
Up and right is deeper in the mountains.
It's
We
true.
might have more caves potential. We don't know. But it's about finding out.
Okay. So, we are in a new portion of our adventure. We are leaving the hex where our tribe is. And not only that, we're going into mountain ranges. So, a person in this world can travel around 3 hexes normally, barring... No, 4 hexes normally, excuse me. 26 miles in a day. That is halved to, well, because you're in a fucking mountain range and it's difficult maneuvering around. So only 2 hexes you can go. So once you make it to 1, that's like our half-day mark, more or less. We have to be more cognizant of, like, when is sundown. And sundown is basically as soon as you make it to the middle of the next hex. So whenever you're wanting to stop and set up camp, please tell me in advance before I fast forward us on accident. And additionally, we won't have the tribe's character sheet that will be accessible to us. So if we're planning to bring food, we'll need storage, like a backpack, and then we'll need enough food in terms of meat for you guys to live off of.
Joblin can have one pack and how much food? 1 day or 2 days of food?
Who to be safe?
We have enough food, enough meat for tribe. We bring
Okay.
2 days.
That's 2 pounds per each of you.
16 pounds?
16 pounds, yeah.
We should also take at least one set of leatherworking tools, seeing as we've got so many in the tribe.
We could find something.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, taking one.
Okay, please subtract this from the character sheet and add it to Joblin's character sheet.
It is being done.
Thank you so much. I trust you. You're my auditor in chat. You always get me to audit my players, Patrick. If you fuck me on this, oh, it's game over for you. Everyone would turn. There'd be a revolt.
Oh yeah, it's done.
Okay. And as we begin to head into the mountains and dawn approaches and everyone wakes up, I kind of want to do a little character check-in with everyone. Starting with Crick, Wrinkle Brain Crick. I'm now going to accidentally start reversing it.
It's
Wrinkle,
different every time.
I know.
Yeah.
Wrinkle Brain, you are the smartest member of your tribe, and you have done a great feat, or at least participated in it. But additionally to that, you might be the first, like, human being to skin one of these Quetzalcoatls successfully to the point of perfection. So, what does that feel like? What are your hopes? What are your dreams? What's going on in your mind?
My hope and dream for today, not only to find a cave, but to skin something else. I've got that inspiration. I'm like, I can skin anything. I can find new beasts to wear. And my goal is, if we find one of those Gur Args, I want a bear coat. That's my goal.
Bear coat. Ooh, in this heat?
Hell yeah.
Okay. That would be sick as fuck, let's be real.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Ooh, let me just go ahead and
Also,
minimize
then I
that.
can, like, go down on all fours and look like a bear from a distance. Worth.
Oh, that
Skinny
is...
bear.
That would be the ultimate deception to, like, fuck around with people. Holy shit. Can you
They're
imagine?
like,
You are
I
the
run off into a
Sasquatch.
field, and I just start walking on all fours real slow, like, and they're like, bear! And I'm like, hi.
Oh my god. The prankster, the trickster. Mr. Joblin. You're not a mister. You're a chieftain. A soon-to-be chieftain of the tribe. Everyone was impressed when you dealt your mighty blow to the Quetzal. And you also fucked up some mountain lions. That shit was pretty impressive. Are you riding a high right now?
He is high on life.
Is this everything?
Confidence
Yeah.
brews within Joblin. Before he feared to face one lion when Banula was missing in that first hunt, but now, with tribe, Joblin is ready for anything. So we go into the mountain.
True.
What we find, no one knows.
Tac, you are somewhat worried, aren't you? You use some spells, and are you out
Yes.
entirely?
I have one spell slot left and
Ooh.
one use of Bardic Inspiration. But, that being said, Tac managed to crit a lion and crit kill the Quetzalcoatl last session. So, he is also on a high, and a literal high. He is smoking whatever he can find. But... yeah, maybe there's a warrior in Tac that he didn't realize beforehand.
Man. Some revelations about who you are, who you might become. The world is your oyster, gentlemen. Or gentle cavemen. And now, as the sun rises, we set off. Your tribe waving goodbye, hoping that more beasts won't beset them later. As you take off into the mountain range, looking for new stuff. Okay. John will take the liberty of moving you guys one hex over. Why don't you guys give me some perception checks while I roll our first encounter? Oh, okay.
We become the mountain.
You become the mountain. Let us look at you. 19s, 14s, and 19s out the ass. What the hell? Okay. So maybe like 400-ish feet away, not really minding you at all, are these long-legged, big-bodied, but kind of silly-looking bird creatures. They don't seem to be able to fly because their wings are too small for their body, but they are like jumping up on rocks, squawking at each other loudly, and like peering their heads into the dirt and like digging at stuff. And then like sometimes you can see them eating, but they are above you 400 feet away. We call these things axe beaks because their beaks are like an axe. And you do know what an axe is. It is more or less just a sharp shovel. Although you have no access to them just yet. They do exist.
Do we even know what a shovel is?
Yeah.
It's a blunt axe.
It's a blunt axe. There you go. It digs into the dirt.
It's funny you say that we don't have axes. I was like mind braining it. Like we had axes and shit like that before we had fire. It's weird.
Yeah, it's true. We did. They were predominantly made of bone and then later stone once we figured out how to break stone apart.
I think we may at least make note that there are axe beaks in the area, and they're like eating like plants or stuff, right?
They are omnivores. They are not obligated to only eat meat. They're very much like people in a way. They'll eat random fruits, they'll eat seeds, they'll eat... Yeah. They'll eat people.
That's semi-good for us.
Yeah. They do not
There's
seem
that
to
cowboy
notice
right
you.
there.
Should we do anything in this tile? Because we have to look around, right?
It's true.
Yeah, let's keep looking. I
Okay.
don't think they sleep in caves.
Just checking some things. Okay.
They definitely lay eggs.
They do lay eggs. They do have nests, but they are often well hidden. Because no one knows where to look on the ground to find an egg. Apparently. Okay,
Don't worry.
you look through
break
this
your brain.
tile. How long do you want to spend on your searching? Are we like spending the entire day in like this, 7-mile diameter sphere of space?
What are we
I think we're
thinking,
just-
guys?
We just like try to gauge the terrain, like, oh, that's where like a cave that we could just like walk into might be, right?
Okay.
Because if it's
then-
like a vertical like crevasse, it's like not good for us.
Then I'm going to need your passive perception scores, which is something I don't normally need. But now I do.
10.
So you have 10 for Joblin. Okay.
12.
12 for
12 for
Tac
Tac-Tac.
Tac. And for 13. Okay. So you'll notice basically anything that's not actively stealthing. Wrinkle Brain. I'm now needing to use my own wrinkles to remember his fucking name.
Soul Crusher's
Crusher's
here.
here.
Get him in.
Ooh, oh shit. Guys, we'll be right back with Soul Crusher. We're back. Oh shit, I forgot to remove the thing. We're back! We have Soul Crusher playing as Tunga. Tunga, we have just set off into a new mountain range to go and ascend. We just saw two-legged, omnivorous birds digging through roots above you. And now we are searching this hex, and I need your passive perception. See what you see.
I'm 11 passive perception.
Okay, we are still hanging out with Crickbrain Wrinklefuck. And his passive. He is going to notice everything before you guys do, by like 10% increment? I'm not...
Pretty close.
God.
So
passive
before you get too angry, John,
yes.
I can't see anything.
That is
Wait.
because I have not dragged you to a token.
I think
I?
it's 5% per
There you go.
point.
Yeah, you should.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, friend.
About 10% higher than everybody and 5% higher
You're
than our...
you're 10%.
Damn.
Yeah.
The best for 10% passive perception. Okay, John rolled his dice. And Crickbrain Wrinklefuck. Why is that easier to say than Wrinklebrain Crick? I don't know what's going on. My neurons.
It's a rhyme.
It's been a week.
Wrinklebrain, you will indeed see a cave. But not just any old cave. You are going to see...
Kind of excited now. The build-up. I swear to God, if it's lame...
Oh no. John's
It's gonna
looking
be
at
the
the
cave that
wrong
takes us to-
map.
Land before time.
You are on a mountain. You are several hundred feet or meters in the air. Well, not in the air. You're not fucking flying. Above sea level, excuse me, above forest level. You're looking out across the horizon to your universal south, which we call down, because apparently cavemen don't know their directions. You look at the forest. It's beautiful, but then something gleams. It glimmers. Light catches the western side of this mountain. And across a ravine... Well, no, not across the ravine. Right before a ravine and chasm truly begins, you see the telltale signs of a cave. Additionally, to your east, away from this cave, you see a pack of dire wolves hanging out, stalking axe beaks, it looks like.
Oh,
I'm
You're-
definitely pointing that at. I'm like, look, 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 look. We ambush them. When they attack bird beak thingies, we attack them.
You don't point out the cave, just making sure.
Yeah. No cave. Shh.
how many?
That's for me
How many
later.
there is? Great wrinkle
A
brain.
big number.
Wrinklebrain, now that you see dire wolves and your personal goal of skinning them and making clothing out of them, I need you to give me your best perception check. Because you, like,
Okay.
caught a gleam of their dark matted fur along the rock. Oh, no. However, what is a direwolf stealth?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
If they
I
have
think-
at least like one
They have, like,
dex.
16.
They have
dex, I
plus 4 to stealth. Okay. So you'll see one. You will see 2 dire wolves on the prowl. And, you know, maybe if you're a true metagamer, you would have counted the times John shifted his shoulder to truly see how many there were. But let's be real, that was a long pause.
I see.
I now have more
see
D20s.
two.
2, yes, 2. Two.
How many? How many bird?
Yeah, how many birds can we see from here?
Oh,
They
like
are big
30 or
birds.
40? They are in a...
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, there's a lot. So about these like land-based flocks of birds, they stick together. It is their main survival strategy of stick as a pack, don't go out on your own, and fucking whatever you do, if you die, let us leave your body as every other beast eats you.
Did you say these were axe beaks or something else?
They are axe beaks. They are two-legged, bipedal, fuck your day, and eat a bunch of nuts and like hard-shelled fruit and all sorts of gross shit. They are probably like the lowest priority for you guys in terms of eating, and you know that like they are so squeamish and squirrely that getting near them could just outright cause a full-scale panic and attack. They are like super flighty animals that hate literally everything. Not in like a, I want to go out and kill it. More like, it is coming to kill me, I need to act now. And it's just full raptor reflex.
Wolves stalk birds, we stalk wolves. Wolf hunt bird, we hunt wolf. Yeah.
Dangerous.
See the wrinkles growing on your brain.
Okay.
Big danger, big reward.
Let's see how close we are to it, because this may be entirely pointless. You guys are like half a day in here right now. You are relatively close. This is good for you. You are less than a mile more than spear range, because what is distance to a caveman? The real problem is you're on a mountainside. You do have, like, high ground right now, so you can start working your way down and east towards them. But if we go too slow, they could just outpace you, get a kill, and drag it somewhere. Or, you know, spot you, which is also really bad, since dire wolves are dire.
I mean, we're on the mountain, so if they spot us before we get to the bottom, we have the high ground.
True.
In a sense.
But they have 4 legs and can jump really high.
That's okay. That's where we hold the line.
They also have advantage if there is more than one of them.
True, and there are 2.
They also
Stalking
knock
an
you
entire
down, which isn't great either.
The true terror of the area, dire wolves.
It was not the lion or the Quetzalcoatl, it was the wolf.
Ooh.
What's the plan?
Is there any... Alright, so they're not that far away, right? They're on the base of the hill. Is there any big rocks?
Not to roll down upon them. If you want to make a boulder trap, you have to set that up. That is not like
but I was just thinking, like, if there was big rocks and they do spot us, when they come running, we can push it off. But
you can see some boulders around you, definitely. But you'll have to, like, roll it into position and then bait them into coming towards you.
Ooh. Do we use boulder? We have time.
With the power of boulder come great responsibility.
True.
I can make a call of deer. Deer not in as packs.
Maybe
Let's go see what's happening on the... Oh my god. Okay,
Uh-oh.
So, all of your conversation and delays has, unfortunately, ended your chance of this encounter. Because the Axebeaks are descended upon by 6, count them 6 dire wolves. They all jump out of their hiding spots. The 2 that were, like, plain seen were clearly, like, trying to corral these almost herd-like animals to one specific spot, and then 4 others just ambushed them. Each one of them grabs their own kill. No direwolf is unsuccessful in hunting this day. They just pounce, and then you all watch, somewhat humorously, as, like, 6 more Axebeaks trying to escape literally just fall off a mountainside, break their legs, and immediately die. These direwolves are the most successful hunters you have ever seen before, as the other 32 to 34 just get away. Or like 28 to 32 now. Since 12 of them have just died immediately.
Oh, that's a lot of wolf.
If we let them go back, we can eat the birds that fell down.
Ugh.
Ooh.
Birds taste like shit.
True. Very true.
We have
But
much
they
meat
have-
already. What we
But
need
they
is
have
cave.
pointy beak.
We need cave.
Well, there's cave over there. And
Why
now
you
I'll
say-
point out the
why,
cave.
why you only say this now? Why we argue about wolves
Where?
for 20 minutes?
Let's
Perhaps,
go to cave.
perhaps we watch wolves to see if they go to cave,
They probably will go to cave.
and then we let big great Wrinklebrain drive wolves out with his special techniques of
Oh,
not
you
lighting
have to
lighting
wrinkle.
up entire
Saving-
forests.
See me holding a stick and some flint? I'm like, yeah.
We watch cave, see if wolves go to cave. Yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you want to approach the cave? That is quite a bit away. That's like nearly exiting your tile.
Ooh.
Not that tiles
Other
matter, but this will basically bring you to late afternoon, closer towards the evening. Camp may be a thing you want to start setting up.
We camp on mountain?
Yes.
Yes.
We camp on mountain.
Did you bring fire?
Oh. We have 3?
John will roll for foliage. There is plenty of foliage. You guys are fine. We don't need to make a big deal of that. The higher you go in elevation, the less foliage chance there will be, which means, you know, start collecting sticks, really. We're not going to, like, truly care that much. But you guys will...
Where we are
Go
right
up.
now sounds pretty good, because if we have boulders and shit, we can have them sitting near the ledge, so if we do get attacked at night or hear something, we can just push the boulders down and tell them to fuck off.
Use boulders block cave entrance. It's very
not at cave yet.
small.
That
Then
fire, roll boulders in ways that can't get out.
yeah,
Okay.
Man, we're like 2 tech levels away from just making smoke grenades.
Whoa.
True. You guys can go towards it. And are you just planning to investigate and just, like, look out and just hang out in, like, a ridgeline and just look at the cave?
I mean, that seems like the best idea, but where we are now, where we can see the cave from where we are, but we're also far enough away we're not going to be downwind, I guess, or
Mhm.
upwind. So we're not going to be as intrusive on their space, because wolves are territorial.
True.
Camping the night.
So you want to get, like,
So
a mile or 2 away from the cave.
Still in their territory, technically, but yes, let's just
Well,
stay
you know,
enough away. I mean, they just ate, so they're probably going to be laying around for the next day or so.
so are you watching the wolves or are you watching the cave?
The cave.
Okay.
The
Because
wolves
those
just got a
two,
meal.
those are in 2 different directions.
True. We can watch the cave.
Okay. You guys start moving to a more advantageous position. You go up a little bit. You camp, well, set up camp, set up position within a forested ridgeline. Just waiting and watching as the sun begins to set. Who is on camp duties? Who wants to go around setting up either a lean-to, a shelter, a simple shelter, or a fire? How invested are we going to be in this camp?
oh Tunga does all the things.
Okay. Tonga, just give us a quick survival check.
Tunga is not very good at this.
Oh,
Okay.
alright.
Tunga smashes it.
Tunga does
It's
good.
like, this is
Well,
a good place to sleep.
You
This is a good
three
place for
are
fire.
on watch, I suppose, looking at this fucking cave. Tunga will barely manage to complete 3 lean-tos, and he will also have a fire set up. So one of you has to double up and get like cozy with another person. But you know, do you really even need a short rest? Like, this is just for a short rest mechanic.
Wouldn't that be taking turns anyway? Because somebody has to be watching.
Yeah, true. Keep the fire
I don't
going.
want to be all sleeping.
Okay, well then. Tac, Joblin, and Crickbrain Wrinklefuck, can you please give me perception checks? As the sun begins to go down, you watching this thing. Tac will see it, Wrinklebrain will see it, Joblin will not. You will watch Tac and Crickbrain. A creature quite big, quite tremendous, some might even say bordering humongous, begins to appear like a dark brown and black shadow from the cave entrance as night falls. This nocturnal predator seeking out something to eat.
Is this a many-legged dark creature?
At least 4.
Oh no.
If you want, please give me some kind of wisdom, history, or nature check to for me to just tell you what you are facing. It's pretty good.
I'll roll a nature, but that's not going to make a difference for me.
Just do it then.
Because it's nighttime, Joblin probably like lost
11,
his sense of orientation,
12.
so he just has to be looking off in the other direction when it's night.
Yeah. You hear like a wolf cry, and you're like, oh, what was that? And in that exact moment, the fucking creature goes. Tac. This creature is a famous one. A most dangerous one, known to inhabit caves, and also being a bear. This is a cave bear.
Oh.
Alex the player has had a run-in with this thing.
Let's see if my second character can die to a cave bear.
Challenge accepted.
Kind of want revenge though, hey.
So what if I choose to torpedo the bear?
You want more? You want more cave bears? Is that what you're saying?
No, what if I want the cave bear to fight, like, dire wolves all of a sudden?
Hey, cave bears are just fucking saber-toothed bears. What the fuck?
Yeah, they fuck your day.
Do they get the, if they hit with both paws, they do a hug in this edition?
No, by that point you are dead if they hit with both paws.
Yeah.
So I'd like to hear.
I won't stop you from metagaming what a cave bear / polar bear stat block looks like, since it is public information for dozens of years now. But
it just came
you are level
1.
1. This is the best cave you have found yet, because it can host one such creature. So, this is a very high-risk, high-reward situation. Kill the cave bear, claim the cave. That being said, you would then have a woman in your tribe giving birth in the territory of several dire wolves. These are all things...
Cave bear belt.
True. What would you guys like to do? What is your plan as night falls and you dispense this information?
Do we wait for it to sleep?
Scary, big bear.
No.
Maybe you are the great wrinkle brain.
Long.
My brain too smooth. How can we get wolves to fight bear?
No. Wolves
No?
will avoid bear.
Deeper in mountain we go.
We have little time left. This may be our best option.
We could make big fire near entrance and block entrance.
Not without first being killed by bear.
Bear sleeps during day.
What if bear only takes light naps?
Bear light
Don't make
sleeper.
too
Bear
much
will see you
noise.
coming.
Is this cave like connected to the mountain in a sense, or is it just like? How do I
The
describe it?
fucking cave, man.
It's a cave, yeah.
Yeah,
the
so it's a part of
external
this mountain.
cave.
So we can like push boulders down the mountain in the direction of the cave and just like line something up.
So, when we think of boulders as players, obviously we're thinking of Resident Evil 4, perfectly spherical boulders that are so easy to roll. The world, unfortunately, does not have boulders such as these. Boulders are more or less like giant stalagmites of rock
Yeah.
that have been thrown off the mountain by erosion, natural disasters, or they're oblong, they're weird shapes, they're non-Euclidean most of the time. To make a rollable boulder trap, right? You'll need a bunch of leverage and also a way to trim your boulders down, okay?
Okay.
So here's my next question. 'Cause, on the direction of the map, which way is like the bear and which way are the dire wolves? So we know which way to escape.
The bear are universal left. The dire wolves are universal right.
Excellent. So we can go this way.
Indeed.
Excellent.
If we go
Tonga
deeper
one.
into the mountain.
Tonga
True.
want nothing to fucking do with big ass bear.
Okay.
Deeper in mountain we go.
We still want to go and like, 'cause since we're eating our food that we brought, do we want to go and collect some of that bird meat?
That is
We
the
can.
opposite direction, but you totally can. That would be
'Cause they
like
fell down the
half
cliff,
of
we
your
don't have
day.
to hunt them.
Yeah, I think the problem comes from like bird meat spoiling, like
Well,
rather fast,
from-
right?
Yeah.
Because I don't think you can like smoke chicken.
There's-
Maybe you
There's
can.
probably like
smoke
other
can.
scavengers
Yeah, you can
as
smoke
well.
chicken. It's more like, will those bird carcasses be there? And also, are you really down to spend more than half your day harvesting these stupid fucking birds when you could be going out for your cave? Because, John, I will tell you now, there is a timer. You have a certain number of days before you have failed your mission, and everything is gonna not immediately go wrong for your tribe, but your tribe will be super hindered. This is like your main quest. Don't fail it.
I think we can explore another mountain tile, at least.
All right.
We could also
We'll
risk
go-
not eating for a few days because that's what humans do.
You don't want levels of exhaustion, my mans.
Yeah, I was gonna say, humans.
Oh yeah, humans go into a mountain and climb mountain on empty stomach. Burn 10,000 calories, get none back.
How
That
much
is-
food do we have with us?
That's not what I meant.
You have... Well,
I
now you
just-
have 1 day.
One day.
Yeah,
Hence the
we s-
reason I was like, we should probably look at harvesting some birds that fell down a cliff.
True.
We'll have to get there and spend the. That's gonna be another day.
Yeah, but then we'll have more food so we can continue. Like,
Man.
we'll just move
I feel
up.
like if we move up to this hex, we're probably gonna find something to kill and eat
My problem
as well.
is,
Or,
I
and then
see
what
the-
we should do is wait until the morning to see where the birds are. Because if they're on the direction there, then we can just hunt and kill one or two.
if they don't turn and murder us.
Yeah.
There
I mean,
are
they're
like 30 of them.
scared birds, so we have to scare them, right? Just
We
pretend
have to
that they're
scare
like
'em.
fainting goats.
Okay.
Only
When
giant
he
terrifying
dies,
birds.
I promise.
Uh,
Every time we see an axe speak, it'll be, they're like this fainted goats.
the day has occurred, or the night has come and gone. I need you all to subtract, or I guess I need our auditor to do the
Already done.
tribe's food as well as your own. You
Tribe
have,
as well.
oh wait, no, they have foraging for this last day, and now you are going into meat. Your tribe is
Alright.
thinking about, moving on. If you guys don't hurry the fuck up. They don't want to eat their food stores and just sit here and wait. Okay, and we want to move to the next hex during the morning. John,
Final
Have we
confirmation? Is that what we're doing?
Have we explored this hex yet?
no.
No, but there's bears in that direction.
There are bears
This
in
is
that
true.
direction.
It might
Yeah.
be prudent to search like this one or this one, because then we can circle back to the tribe to be like, hey, we didn't find anything and we need more food, and then we're moving on.
Yeah, we could explore this hex. It's still like base of the mountain. It's still possible, right?
Yeah,
And I don't
it's just
think
like really
we can
low
risk
odds.
dying against bears.
Well, do you reckon we could convince the chief to help us fight the bear? The cave bear? More people?
Millman, don't make me meta slap you down. You guys are on the player quest. Don't bring your entire tribe to a super dangerous place.
It's
might
gonna-
have
it's gonna-
I will kill your children and your teenagers and your elders. You won't have a
It'll
tribe.
either go, we kill the bear with no one taking damage, or the bear literally fucking kills everyone.
And then we start a new campaign.
I think we can explore like the downright hex. It's still base of the mountain. And if that does not go well, I think we might abandon the mountains as a place to find a cave.
Damn.
And just find another like good spot. 'Cause if we die, then well,
Who gives a
we
fuck?
are
right?
the next generation of the tribe. As one could put it. That's my idea.
Agreed.
Yes. Tunga also agreed.
We go bottom right.
Bottom right. Okay. John is generating more stuff for you guys. I'm not gonna spoil the sauce in my methodology. But
Oh no, not one cave bear, but two in this hex.
Okay, sorry. I'm looking at stuff. And then finally... Okay. So you're going bottom right, you say?
Yes.
Alrighty. In the forest, well, not in the forest, but towards the forest you shall go. Unaware of what sort of stuff you are about to find. You will pass the Axebeak carcasses if you go in... Whoa, wrong. So, in this direction, like so. My little tool didn't go up, but... do you stop to investigate them? They're kind of out of the way, just due to the way the ridgeline is.
Nah, we'll keep going.
Okay, you keep going. You will make it to that hex at the start of noon. You'll eat some of your rations and meat that you've brought with you. Its smoke toughness being somewhat gross after having the roasted, fresh Quetzal that you feasted upon the night before you left your tribe. Somewhere 6 or 7 miles away, your tribe is lingering in a wood line, cowering from black bears. And, you know, trying to turn the leather into something, I guess. And here you come. I need everyone to give me a perception check as John pulls up some fun facts.
Oh no.
Okay, those are 2 7s.
Oh, there we go.
I think I clicked it, but it might just be waiting.
It could be
Oh, no.
lagging.
There's
Why
gonna be 2 rolls.
did my information not save? What the fuck?
Because Control S is too hard.
Oh my god. It's a good thing I have photographic memory, and I can just look at stuff.
Oh, there's
Okay.
a crit and not a crit.
Hang on, there's gonna be one more in like another 15 minutes.
There it
There
is.
we go.
There it
There we
is.
go.
There it is. Okay. You will start heading down with your tac, I suppose. Pornographic memory isn't the same as photographic. I did not say pornographic, Coffee Traveler, you son of a bitch. Do not gaslight me. You will see, tac, a wondrous waterfall that is being collected. That sort of runs like so. Just straight down, wiggling through this mountain range like so. And leads into the forest. It is rather cool, rather beautiful, and has a southeastern trajectory, bending around and through this rocky chasm you will see as you enter this tile. You will also see in this, let's see how foliaged you are, not so foliaged area, many sorts of creatures. Random animals tend to go for water sources. They're great places to get water at, and likely because of that source of water, most of the foliage has been picked clean by herbivores over the time. And with many herbivores, there come many predators, but none more so annoying than the murderous apes. You spot them on the other side of the river, it seems. They are just a gaggle of them. Maybe 10. 8 to 10.
Shit.
Just apes
That's a lot
hanging
of
out.
apes. Yeah.
It's a lot of apes. They seem to have escaped.
Oh
Okay.
my god. That's
Fire.
crazy.
You're welcome.
All of the fire. Burn that side of the river.
This does seem like a good place to set up camp, but too many predators near water.
You also see no caves, unfortunately.
Damn.
We go back, get food, go that way, or is there anything in this hex for us to hunt that we can see?
You would need to actually, like, hang out.
Yeah, like spend time here
Mhm.
the rest of the day.
This is, like, the most immediate thing that tac managed to find. Maybe it's just because they hang out on high altitudes, and maybe it's just due to the way the mountain is pretty rigid. There could be a thing literally, like, 400 feet away from you right now, but since it's across the mountain,
How
on
do
the
we
other
feel
side.
about fighting a cave bear?
I'm always down. Don't go by my gut feeling, though. Like,
I think the we have like several options, right? Like go back and try to fight cave bear because we don't have food anyways. Like after today, or we could wait a day to see if there's any food.
Holy shit.
Fight the cave bear, save the girl, save the world.
Save the tribe.
Or we could wait here to see if there's any food like around, and we could kill something, harvest it, smoke it, and then continue on and like try up here. Because these hexes are probably going to be slightly more dangerous because it's near water, but also pretty good chance.
That's where the dire wolves are.
actually,
Like,
I
if we
think
go
that's
up
where the
in that
cave
direction.
was. I thought
I think the bear
No,
was on this
cave-
side, and the other
Okay,
guys were
so,
this way.
Yeah, well, I guess we can fight a pack of wolves. I know that sounds stupid because I would prefer to fight a bear over wolves. But
Well, I think
John will tell
The
you
main
now,
thing is just-
6 direwolves will shred 4 level 1 characters. That is
Oh, I
not
know
even
that.
a close fight at all, in the slightest.
Yeah,
We have a better
2.
chance of taking on the bear than the direwolf.
this,
we can ambush.
this is
the bear.
true.
I don't think that the wolves and the bear, technically according to the game rules, excuse me, are
Don't
they're
you
stuck
ever
in the hex, right?
Say that again. No, they constantly move.
So they
They're
move
in the
between
air.
hexes like every time.
There is a movement mechanic which is secret only to me, but Millman is the one background that can truly affect that. He can, through non-lethal action or non-players must fight, can, in a way, harass animals out of your hex. When you have
Yeah.
conquered your hex and made it a territory, your territory will expand, and creatures will avoid it.
Let's do that.
We
Millman,
just
go
try-
get rid of the cave bear.
Well, I wanted to, and everybody's like, "What are you doing
think-
with all that fire? Why are you burning everything?"
I think we can try that now, though.
Okay. Is that what we're wanting to do?
We
Yep.
can ambush the cave bear. We can try.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
we can
are you
try.
heading back to your tribe this evening?
Yep. Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
That will be the rest of your movement as you come back to this hex. John is denoting this on his secret GM layer map, but you arrive in the eastern portion in a furrow of trees on hills and on ridges where your tribe is just at. They have been producing more spears. They have been producing simple leather goods from the scraps, mostly shoes, of the lion pelts that you managed to bring back. They've done something with it, even though most of the hide was ruined for any like good projects, but just small knickknacks they've been able to create something out of. Your shaman greets you, Kriega Crick, I believe her name was, and immediately asks you about the news. The chieftain is out hunting even this late in the day. What have you found? Speak! Why look stunned like deer in spearlight?
Here in Deer Light. Hell yeah.
We go up mountains. We find birds with long legs but can't fly. We find wolves. We find water falling. Many animals, but also cave with bear.
Cave with bear? Cave bear?
Cave bear. We
With cave.
I
cave
see.
bear with cave. We might ambush. We see it go out one night.
They stalk in night. They hunt,
We
drag
will
back
stop it.
food. Many bones would be in cave of things, if bear, not pussy bitch. Cave bears, notorious. Bitch motherfucker.
We hunt the bear. And claim cave.
As you declare this, Joblin, the shaman will pull out sand, pull out feathers, and smack you with the feathers and throw the sand in your face. They will do some weird arcane ritual.
Enjoy pocket
thank you.
sand.
Yes.
He's just like, now take -2 to any perception check you have sand in your
You have sand in your eyes, and you have been slapped with feathers of a Quetzal. And Quetzal feathers fucking hurt. They are rigid as hell. They are sturdy and durable. And you just got fucking slapped with them.
Yeah.
Not the best. But also not the worst. Okay.
That's our plan.
That's your plan. Ambush the cave bear, okay. Anything... Yeah, what's up?
Did we want to just immediately try to fight the bear, or do you want to let oh my god, Wrinkle Brain try to drive it off, like to mess up its essential like cave?
Yeah.
We can go
I
with
mean,
him.
if I roll well, you never know. I don't know how he's gonna do the mechanic, but a bear with exhaustion is a lot better than a non-exhausted bear.
True.
Hmm. I like the
can go
words you
out,
said.
Every
We
time...
can-
So, let me just explain the feature real quick, rather than...
Yeah, because I've never really explored it too hard.
Yeah, you literally just set fire to a forest. That's
was
all
fun.
we've done with this. So, during a downtime day, when we are resting, we have downtime activities. This feature is such an activity specifically for your background. It is called Hated by the Wild, and you have options before you to piss off animals to get them to leave a hex and establish your own territory, as it were. Normally, this is a process of your tribe just being in a place for a while and driving other things out. But you, specifically, can, on your own, do what a tribe can, which is really fucking good when you are trying to get creatures to move so your tribe can just move into a safe area. That being said, it's a downtime activity, and it's not always a success. To truly get something out, you need to wholly harass it for several days and nights, and then more days. And if it won't leave because it has, like, it's protecting its nest or its kids, it may just hunker down forever and be like, come at me, bro. I am a ton of meat and bone and claw. You can't fight me. Fuck off. Alternatively, if it's not doing that, it may be like, this is more trouble than it's worth. I'm gonna fuck off. See you later, nerd. I don't need to sleep. I just own this cave. So it's a varying spectrum of things that John will be rolling alongside you, more or less. The real question is, do we have time for that to occur, as your labor-inducing pregnant lady is about to go into labor?
My money is on no, we don't.
Err on the side of caution.
We should kill Bear.
Well, we can try.
Another big pro of killing the bear outright is to harvest it and eat it. If it fucks off, then that's resources you're not getting back.
Either we kill the bear or it kills us, and either way, it's not our problem anymore.
Nihilism has just been introduced to the world. Oh, fuck!
Oh no. Civilization ends. It's over. I think, since we're pretty set on killing the cave bear, or at least trying, I think that's our plan.
Okay. Well, night has come. There are no nightly predators in your area right now. So, please subtract meat. Subtract it for your tribe and yourselves, but you're out of... No, that was your last day on your character sheet. Food, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I'm marking that down.
Cool beans. Day will come. Your shaman will be waking you up, slapping you with feathers, spritzing you with sand, giving you their blessings. Not that that has a mechanical thing, but they'll do it anyway. It's kind of weird waking up and just being part of a ritual. Is there any, like, tribal traditions you guys want to introduce before going into a combat where a good likelihood of dying is?
I have a question before that night completely passes.
Okay.
Am I able to make a club, like a great club, like a big stick?
Not a great club. That requires a little bit more woodworking, but a regular club is just like a stick you've hammered into, like, a wedge.
Yeah.
That can be done in a night, definitely.
Okay. I'm gonna make a club because I thought about it, and a club could be more useful for
Skinning.
essentially, the more we stab the fuck out of it, the less we get out of it. But the problem is,
But it's straight up.
normal,
If we
a
do
normal
one
club
point
does
of
less
piercing-
damage. So, essentially, we're just gonna stab the fuck out of it because let's face it, going from a D6 or a D8, depending on one-handed or two-handed, to a D4 is pretty fucking shit.
It is, definitely. But
we can bring clubs when we're out hunting.
there's a reason
It's like
people
other-
went with baseball bats to the Arctic to harvest seals' pelts, though. It took them a while. It is a grisly, brutal thing to watch. My parents just showed me that when I was a young boy for whatever reason. And it is a horrifying and timely and energy-conducing thing. But man, seal fabric? Holy shit, it's so soft. It's beautiful. It feels so good.
soft. I wouldn't even bat an eye.
Yeah.
Beat me
None.
some seals. Give me a club.
Bad and I got
My comfort means more to me than your life.
This is a non-PETA approved commercial.
This is. I'm keeping an eye on chat for when the PETA bot shows up. I know it exists. I want it in my chat so badly.
7, that'll be 5,
Oh, I
15,
can start committing atrocities against animals if you want Peter Bot.
You already are. No,
I know, but I'll do it more.
Okay, it sounds like we want to go to the next tile now. Chief Panula
Oh,
came
yeah.
back. Was Chief Panula successful? He sure as shit wasn't. Too many bears, he tells you all. Like, they're skittish, they have bad eyesight, we can't ambush them, they've got too much of good smell. They suck.
We go out, hunt cave bear.
Cave bear.
Cave.
Oh! He just starts, like, harmonizing his battle roar, and, like, everyone else just immediately does it as well.
Tac is dancing around the fire.
I think we're all dancing around the fire.
Yeah.
This is a celebration. We got
Just
a lot of food.
sudden fucking ritual dance just for the first hour of the day.
Gets the blood flowing, you know?
It's
Exactly.
true.
It's good cardio. It's
Wakes us
wakes
up.
you up in the morning. Yep.
Yeah. Sand is just thrown everywhere.
I just love the thought of like, there's a little kid being like bitchy, and this shaman just is like, "Don't
Ah!
worry, I can help you with that," and then just fucking a whole fistful of sand in the face.
You'll stop crying real quick when you realize how much of pain that is. The pregnant
Just
woman
you wait
tries
till
to
I-
dance as well, but she just like can't do it anymore. And she just like
you wait
claps
till I
along.
inherit that bag of sand.
That's her
It's the
fucking
legendary bottomless bag of sand.
Okay, are we ready to move on?
Yep.
I got us 2 more days to meet.
We head forward, but do the dire wolves spot you? They sure shit don't. Oh my god, you see more
Thank
fucking axe
God.
beaks. Their herd has not seemingly diminished even after losing 12. Maybe there's more than one herd. Maybe there's just a fuck ton of birds that just like go off in separate groups and then come back. There's a lot of axe beats in this area, which is both good and kind of awkward and bad. But we'll worry about that when we have a cave. So, we have to talk about what direction we want to approach. Since last time you overshot it, and you were north of it, and then above it as well. But now you're coming straight south. In essence, you can just, well, move to the... No. There's a big fucking chasm in front of it, huh? You can't get it from a southward trajectory. You'll have to, like, follow that chasm until you can, like, get around it, or follow the same path and go north. So what do you guys want to do?
Thing, though, I'm gonna lick my finger and see which direction the wind is going.
John will roll his
Here we
D8.
go.
This is important.
Oh,
It-
Cunt has keen smell.
It is southwest. Which means you would
Our
be...
scent won't travel.
Your scent would travel to it. But if you go at a southward angle, you will be downwind of it.
Perfect, let's do that. Downwind.
Okay, so we are going with the chasm route. Alright, John will drag you guys onto a map.
Tonga
You will...
brain finally start working. Want to see? Maybe we find Boulder and not throw at Bear, but use to block Bear's hole, so Bear starved to death in 7
That
to 8
takes
months.
time.
And Chunga.
That take time. We don't have time.
We make more kids. We write off pregnant lady.
Throw her in chasm.
As sacrifice for cave. Okay. We move around. You guys will actually have to enter the other hex to actually go around this cave. This will be a full day's travel, which is kind of bad. Because once the sun sets, that you're pretty sure that bear's gonna come out if it's a nocturnal predator. John has to check to see what's in this tile, though, to see what kind of bullshit I can throw at you, really. Where are you? There you guys are. You have to go to this one. Okay. We've entered a new tile. Where's my D10s? Oh my god. You
Oh,
see
no.
it. In the distance. Not a cave, but in a, like, weird gulch thing. This gully. Just in the middle of this mountain range. There's, like, thick briar patches and, like, plants humans do not eat, but herbivores, like, munch on because they don't give a shit. You see massive gleaming antlers in the distance, maybe a mile or two into this hex. Just so huge, maybe like 12 feet long in totality. A massive giant elk.
Tasty.
Very
Dangerous.
tasty, but more dangerous, many would argue, than cave bear.
Maybe we lure cave bear to giant elk, and hope it not die, and they kill each other.
How to do that?
Me smooth brain, we don't know.
Everyone looks to Crit Brain.
Just nodding his head. No.
Just shakes his head, apparently. Are
Ugh.
we committed to just straight shotting it?
Yeah, we're fucking with this bear, alright?
Alright, the afternoon will come. You guys will get onto this map. John's just doing last second setup and making sure his dynamic lighting is working.
It'll work until you put us on the map.
It should be working now. You guys will be coming at this from the western direction. You will stay downwind of it, so you will have the advantage of knowing that you can, in theory, quickly, well, not in theory, in practicality, you can climb up onto a very short, tight ledge, which continues to go up. It is maybe 60, 70, 90 feet away from the cave entrance. And John will just take you to the map as soon as he brings out the cave bear or bears, depending on how many there are.
We didn't think of the plural.
We didn't scout it
Cave
out.
bears, pack animal.
You
Never-
guys
Like
cannot see the
Alliance, it
bear.
also has
Perfect.
mates.
John will take us to this spicy battle map he has prepared, and then he will drag you up here. And there's total darkness because John is a fucking idiot and forgot his camera is not a player. Nope. Kriega Crick's not it. Chief Banula, are you it? Yeah, okay, Chief Banula gives sight. He is hidden. He's part of a map now.
This is a great map.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I made it at work.
I am so proud.
Okay. We see the chasm beneath us. That is maybe a 60 to 100 foot drop at its steepest.
Shove time.
This is the path in which you guys went, and then you just kind of like followed it, staying in line sight, for like 3 or 4 miles of just going through this with no real connector. But you see it. Chief Banula, he's hanging out. That's what he's doing, because John's an idiot.
He's watching us.
He's just watching as a ghost. So, it is now afternoon. The sun is setting. You begin to hear the stirring of the cave bear. Whether it has seen you or not, doesn't really matter, because we're going to go into initiative immediately. Even though we're not in combat just yet. So please, everyone, click your tokens, roll for initiative, and we're just going to take this turn by turn.
Alright. The
Okay.
important one.
Very nice.
How did you get a .13?
Because he has Dex tiebreaker.
Yes.
Which is what all of you should have, to be honest. It makes it
How
easier.
does
for
I
you.
don't know
one
why
sort
it's
of
not
up?
automatically set to all tokens in every game, but
It is a
you know what?
User specific. I can't make you guys do that. All my monsters can do it, but
Alright.
yeah, it's super weird.
I can like re-roll mine and you can just like hard set it if you can.
No, don't.
Oh no,
re-roll
you
yours?
can't.
You
Yeah,
could
that's fine.
change it in the turn order
Yeah,
if you rolled it.
You have access to that.
Then I can just add my mod. So it'll be
Perfect.
16. There we go.
Cool. So I will roll its initiative when you have triggered it. But right now, we are just going to go in descending order. So Tunga, we're going to start with you. What do you want to do?
Tunga bunga, baby.
Tunga Bunga, you going in?
I stay behind the great Joblin, and
Ah.
I will follow behind Joblin.
Okay, you'll follow behind Joblin. Wrinklebrain, it's your turn.
Alright. I am hoping that I won't be noticed. So I am going to go. How does one do
Are you
this?
like stealthily moving at half speed, or are you just bum rushing?
Yeah. No. I'm
Okay.
half speeding. So
Cool.
15 feet.
Fucking cool. Where's my Dark Continent music? That way I can get some...
Do you want me
I
to
mean, I
roll stealth? Again,
I would love you to roll a stealth check.
13.
Are you still injured, or do we heal every day? Like, how does healing happen?
I'm scratched. I'm missing 2 hit points.
You can have those back. You guys rested. You had short rest. Short rest, for those that don't know, you roll your hit die, and then you regain it at the end of a short rest.
Okay.
Since we're doing grim realism. Okay.
I
Music.
won't lie. I like the grim real.
I do too.
Okay.
It's so much better. Okay.
'Cause
Wrinklebrain has
Fuck each
stealthily
friend gets all their health
moved.
back.
You know, you could be a little quieter, but your team is also kind of being loud right now. Joblin, it's your turn.
Joblin will begin by stealthing. Here's my stealth check.
You can move quietly. Let's see it.
It is 15.
You start
As he
moving.
begins. At half speed, right?
Yes, half speed is stealth. Okay. You can dash while stealthing, which is kind of weird. It's just half the movement again.
Still
So
half base movement.
I believe this triggers Tunga's movement.
It does.
Okay.
Tunga moves over here.
Please give me a stealth check.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Oh my god, it happened.
Tac, finally, you peering at the ledge. This is a perfect place to shove off a cave bear, but... You know, fun fact about
looks like-
fall damage? That's bludgeoning. You could skin that, right?
That's very true.
Splats.
I will also attempt to sneak up in line with the others.
Just say Wrinklebrain Crick, just looking around. I'm moving away from you. Why are you following me?
We sneak together. We make big line.
Just a
Maybe we go to
I flank
Congo
left.
after.
Comes out. I
Okay.
get in front.
Oh, fuck. Where are you? Cave bear! What is your passive perception? Uh-oh.
probably better than a 9.
It is indeed better than a 9. But it still has not appeared as we go back to Tunga Bunga, baby. Are we just...
I will continue following Joblin.
Okay. On a meta level, so that we're not inching our way for 2.5 hours to this cave entrance, are we trying to get closer to the cave entrance? I think Millman may want to be spreading away from you guys. What's-
Yeah, I'm trying to get closer.
Okay. Can you guys, like, use your arrow ability to point in the direction in which you want to be going? Okay, so
I'm
you
just
want...
following Joblin.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I was essentially moving this way.
Okay, I'm going to deploy you as such, and then we can fast forward. Since I now have your stealth checks, and then you want to be, like, somewhere like there?
Yep.
Alright, perfect. This is about as close as you're gonna get when you start hearing the roaring noise before you. And out of the darkness, our buddy, Mr. Berenstain himself, is gonna show up, kind of awkwardly because this fucking token is weird looking. As though he's jumping off of a cave rather than coming out of the cave.
It's going off the top rope.
Oh! He will begin to inch out forward, and we are going to see his behavior real quick. Behaviors. He is indeed a predator. He is seeking prey and looking for trouble. And it looks like trouble found him. He smelled you. He heard you. No, he heard you. He did not smell you. You guys were not upwind of him.
It was Tac-Tac's very large, and
He is not
resounding
surprised at all. You guys are definitely not surprised. So he is going to roll into initiative with his handy dandy 7.1.
Thank
You
God.
guys suck. I hate you all. I wanted this bear to rip
Begins.
Joblin in half before the rage happened. Okay. Well then.
Yeah.
Oh. With
Uh-oh.
me fucking around with the bear's positioning so that it looks like he's actually facing you, we will begin combat. Right after a break, because we're at the 1.5 hour mark, and we should take a quick
Hell
break.
yeah.
So, we'll see you guys here in a second. Okay, bear. Ooh.
Ooh.
Hello, everybody. We're back. We've just rolled initiative. The players have snuck up onto a cave bear, which, doing the math, has like a 50% chance of one-shotting any of them, except Joblin when he's raging. So, with that said, and knowing now that this is a deadly encounter, we're going to begin our turn order and bust out some battle music. That's what we're going to do right fucking now. What should we do? If this is not a field, it's not a field. But it could be a field of heroes, and I think that's what we're going to go with. Because if you survive, this is a heroic moment. Let's begin. Tunga! Bunga bunga, baby! What are you doing?
Tunga is going to throw a javelin.
Throw the javelin. 15 will hit.
Get fucked, cave bear.
Oh, wow. All right, you guys ready to see
That
4 hit point?
Yeah,
All right.
That was a lot.
Was
that's
it?
good.
It was a lot more than I thought it was gonna be.
Okay.
And then I
Ah.
will equip a spear, and I will try to stay with Joblin.
You will not be able to move if Joblin does. You need to move now.
You should move on to the bear, as I will very soon.
Joblin lovingly
gonna-
says,
Move like
I need you to take your
Well,
turn.
oh,
I need you to go. I need you to go
move
now.
right here.
Are
I
you
can't.
sure? There you go.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, Wrinklebrain, it's your turn. You are outside of javelin range. Just barely, though.
Okay.
You gotta move up.
Since they're already fighting, and will be continuous. Oh, fuck's sake! Don't drag until I'm ready, you laggy piece of shit.
Fair. Fair and based.
I agree.
Trying to gauge distance, but it's just not doing it.
You
Do
want me
the
to just...
thing? Fuck yeah. Yeah, please just move me
Here
30
you go.
feet closer.
You want to move 30 feet closer? Here's 30 feet.
Yep.
Oh, you want to get, like, right on the cave edge?
No, this is fine here.
Okay, cool.
And then I'm gonna yeet one of my spears.
Are you using a spear or a javelin?
Spear.
Alright, it will be at disadvantage since you are outside of 20 feet.
Okay.
Okay,
Ah, 8.
an 8 unfortunately will not do it. Joblin. Is it time to
Now is the time.
rage?
Of Triumph, he will use his one and only remaining rage,
Oh, nice. Nice noise.
as he will charge forth to the in front of the cave bear, spear in hand, and thrust it forth.
Oh my god, rage is so long. What the fuck?
He will drop both. He will drop because in his hand he has like a bunch of offhand javelins. He just drops it to the ground next to it because we
Okay.
might need it.
You're two-handed?
Is he? Yes. He will spear the cave bear.
Oh my god!
For 10 points of
Yes!
piercing damage.
You cut into the bear. You eviscerate part of its underarm trying to get to the heart, but it's so big and matted, and there's just so much fur in the way between you and it being death. Tac, are you gonna stick to your character and also get a critical hit?
Hopefully. Alright, Tac is going to pull out a javelin.
Javelin.
Move up a little bit.
Let's go. Bud.
That's... Hold on, one more square. There we go. And then Tac starts banging it on the ground to create a beat, starts dancing in his square, and will use his last bardic inspiration
Ooh.
on our fearless chieftain.
Okay. For those who don't know, this D8 can go to saving throws, attack rolls, and skill checks?
Ability checks. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I know parts.
And then once Tac has finished his dance, he will throw the javelin at the...
Nice.
Do I have line of sight? Yeah.
It will get cover since look at how many people are stacked between you
Yeah,
and Ed,
sure.
as well as that. Making its
Still worth
AC 15.
Alright, here we go.
Dog.
Doesn't matter. You, right beneath, we have Joblin lowering his spear, trying to stab it in its chest as this creature rears up to slap you guys down. You deal 3 points of piercing damage. Very nice. It is not at even half health yet, but it is angry. It is brutal. It is going to first slap Joblin in the face with its massive claws, getting a 14 to hit you.
Oh,
You have more than 14 AC?
He's a
16.
barbarian. He's like, yeah, he's a
I
shit
will.
ton.
I am
Failing that,
the trash.
it will step to the left and falling to its fours, just swipes to its right towards you, Joblin. Its momentum carries it a single pace forward, and with its muzzle pointed straight to Tunga, it will lash out with its jaws, getting a 25 to hit you,
Yeah, that'll
dealing
barely hit me.
11 piercing damage.
Oh, almost.
No way!
I get fucked, bear.
Fuck!
Wait till next turn while I heal myself.
true.
Oh my god.
Can I intercept
God,
them
yes.
myself?
No, you can't. That is an allied thing.
Unfortunate.
You just get shredded. It bites into your arm, rips open your shoulder, and Tunga, now is the time to act. Its jaws still upon you.
I'm gonna start off with ye old second wind.
Can you please describe how Second Wind gives you healing energies and mends your flesh?
I think it's the pocket sand, right? There's just sand all in my fucking eyes, and for some reason it helps rejuvenate.
You inhale the sand. You feel the feathers upon your face as if you have been lashed from far away. Kriega Crick is here with you and heals you for 10. Unbelievable! What is this
Yeah.
luck you all have? Please do your action.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna stab a bear.
You
I'm
will
not
not.
gonna stab a bear. The opposite of stabbing a bear. I'm gonna miss stabbing a bear.
Are you going to try to
And I
run
think that's
away
it.
and provoke an attack of
no.
opportunity? Aw.
No,
Wrinkle
thank
Brain
you.
Crick, if you keep
My
moving southbound, you will have a... Actually, you have a clear shot now. You're fine if you stand still.
Fuck no, I'm not throwing a spear. I'm running in and stabbing the cunt.
Oh, shit.
Dude,
Oh
is
my
there-
god.
Do
Do
you
you-
do flanking at all?
Oh my god.
I
That's
do
weird.
flanking. Flanking is +1 to hit, but 11... You're chunking it. Any bonus actions from our ranger?
I don't think I have one, so...
Okay.
No?
Joblin. We're back to you.
Emboldened by Tac, and that he does not fight alone. He fights together. Brings his spear forth. I will roll. What is it? A D6?
A D...
From
Big
Bardic
six,
Inspiration?
It's D6 at level 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
Roll
D6
high.
14.
You need to roll a 5 up, I think. That's not gonna do
Nice
it.
try.
Joblin, maybe it's just the fact that people keep throwing spears right where you're at, but you're like, oh! And you almost watched your best friend and protector, Tunga, almost die immediately. Tac, it's your turn. You now have to move considerably, at least 17 and a half feet.
That is the plan. We'll move south to get a clear shot, and we will throw another javelin.
Okay. 14 will just do it. Yep.
All right.
Wait.
Ooh, good damage.
Oh, man, Mr. Underground was 1 shy
Yeah.
from that. It's actually 13 AC. I thought it was... Or it's 12 AC. I thought it was 13. It is getting walloped and enraged. It can't escape. It's a bear. It fights for its territory, and it is going to kill one of my players here and now. So I'm going to roll this publicly, a 1d3. 1 is going to be Crick, 2 is going to be Tunga, and 3 is going to be Joblin. You guys ready?
Easy job.
I already
Oh,
know
threes.
who it's
Crick!
gonna be. Oh, thank
Bring it
God.
up.
Crick!
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Crick, it's going to bite you. It's going to crit you.
Ah, here it is.
I'm
Oh
dead.
boy.
Goodbye.
Wait, no. we
8
haven't
plus
even-
6.
But
No, fuck.
That turns 8. It won't outright kill you, I don't think.
No, I'm down. I'm down with that.
8 plus 6 minus 3? So what's 8 plus 3?
11.
11.
You have.
You're at
Conscious.
2 hit points.
Yep, I'm at 2 hit points.
Oh, you still
That was where the
Right.
bad thing happens.
Please
Yeah.
subtract it from
Oh,
your
second
token.
attack, hold on.
I'm on it.
And yeah, it's gonna claw you again. For a
Oh
10.
my
Misses. I'm up. I'm
Oh
up,
my,
boys.
what is your AC?
We're all
Just
up.
for the viewers at home.
13. Oh no, 14.
Yo,
14 AC.
Interception, not broken at all. No worries.
No, not at all.
Fuck. The cave bear's turn ends. It looks at you all. It's gonna kill you. Tunga, it's not gonna
Not if
kill
we don't
you.
Tunga Bunga it first, if you know what I mean.
Miss it. Come on. Oh, you hit.
That actually hits. Holy shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
13 AC.
Oh, my
You
God.
describe to me where you impale as Scarlet Shadow gives us a sub. And is indeed... He is correct. This cave bear is a pussy bitch.
I think it like it goes in for the bite on the Great Wrinkle Brain, and I say, "Bad bear, no bite, Wrinkle Brain. He is greatest Wrinkle Brain." And then it just gets I stab it like right in the brain, like through
You-
his mouth.
You weave your spear, dodging the murderous blow that would have come for Wrinklebrain Crick. And then immediately, like a flowing wind pole, you fucking stab it through the roof of its mouth. You see brain matter and bits of skull immediately explode outward. And then your spear immediately shatters under the weight of the bear's carcass. So please remove that from your character sheet. But, you know,
Unfortunate.
it is a little
okay.
unfortunate.
It's okay. I bought second spear. You're okay.
You did.
No, I have another spear.
You two spears!
Always have spear and javelin and another spear. Someday it'll roll. We'll find out if my javelin survived.
Oh, that's
No, it didn't. On principle that you can only have 1 spear in each hand and 3 javelins in one hand. You can't mix and match it,
Oh.
fuckface. However, Tac-Tax does.
I
And
don't know.
both of them do. Wow. You look at the bear carcass now felled. Are you the heroes of your tribe? Are you the golden generation?
Joblin quickly rushes into the cave to see if there's another bear right now.
You rush into the cave. I will drag our boy, the chieftain, to show what you see as well.
Tac goes to
You
Wrinkle
look-
Brain Creek to see how fucked up he is.
It's only scratch. It'll be fine. And there's like this big fuck off bite marks. Like mangled my little body. I'm like, it's fine.
It's fine.
Tac grabs some dirt off the ground as he has seen Krieger Crack do before, and rub it into the wound and cast Cure Wounds
Oh, man.
for 6 hit points.
You rub dirt as your flesh knits slightly more. You're still hurt, but for right now, you are alive. Joblin, you rush into this cave. There are no cave bears, and upon closer inspections, you notice that this bear was a male. It had no mate, it had no family, no pack. It was an isolated, lonely cave bear. However, you do see what appears to be several dozen types of bones, which is a beautiful resource that you cannot utilize at all, which is highly unfortunate. But man, this would be a treasure trove for any bone carver worth their salt.
Having rushed this like 10 or 15 feet into the cave, the rest of his tribesmen can just hear like a victory screech from Joblin before he
yeah,
just walks
Hello's
out.
out of the cave.
Cave
You
is clear. We go to tribe.
You can do that. This took your entire day, so you'll have to camp out here. Do you?
Oh, I'm spending tonight skinning that fucking bear.
Perfect. You have never worked with Cave Bear before, so why don't you give us your intelligence leatherworker tools? And I will tell you if you have succeeded. It is DC 20. Oof.
Joblin bought the leatherworking tools.
Ooh.
Of this
Hold
It's
up, I
too-
didn't do that correct, but it's fine.
That's still a natural 4, unfortunately. You have begun working on this. You may get something. What do you get? Nothing. Okay. It is a mangled hide, poked several holes through. Highly unfortunate. However, the head, badly damaged, is still, somewhat intact. You have proof of your kill. As well as several 100 pounds of meat. John will go look up how heavy polar bears are.
Fucking
Huge,
heavy.
like 1,500 pounds.
We gotta leave this here.
We can't leave it here because we're all coming here.
I'm staying here. So if you wanna go get the tribe, I'll wait here.
It is almost 1,000 pounds of meat.
Yep.
Jesus.
You had
We're gonna be
carved into
smoking
its
for
flesh.
days.
John is going to roll. No, he'll have you roll how much of the range. It is 550 to 1,000. So someone roll me a 55 or 45, 1d45.
Person that carved.
Yeah, Wrinklebrain. Roll me a 1d45.
I'm on it. I muted because I think I'm gonna sneeze again, and I'm like,
Don't sneeze publicly, bro. Crisp has
No.
you.
44.
All right.
Oh my god, that's so good.
That
the
is
best meat
990 pounds of meat you have.
You go get the tribe. I'll be here, and you just see me start slicing and hanging. Right, like I'm
head,
standing
hyper
up.
head.
It is nighttime. If you travel during the night, well, first of all, directly to your south is a gulch that you cannot cross. It is too big, so you will have to wait until tomorrow, no matter what. But
This is actually ideal.
yeah,
Like, we could essentially make it difficult for animals to come up the hill and like up the 2 paths, and we can just hold our ledge, right?
it's a beautiful cave. It smells. You guys will quickly scavenge for firewood, since you did not bring any, since you don't have ways of carrying firewood, since you don't have axes. Oh, that was a sentence. But with the warmth of a fucking massive bear carcass, as well as its shredded pelts, which, will be more shoes and blankets in the future, maybe? Just little knickknacks and paddywhacks, give a dog a bone. You will rest this night. The direwolves do not come close to this place, since it is marked territory of a cave bear, and direwolves do not fuck with cave bears in general.
Oh, we do.
But you guys do. This night will go rather splendidly. Is there anything you'd like to do during this night? Talk specifically about your achievement.
We kill lions. We killed bear. We kill sky demon
What's a demon? John asks.
or sky bird.
There you go.
Like sky.
Fuck. The
Sky
the
Chief or
Quetzal, the
whatever.
giant sky demon.
Quetzalcoatl's a complicated word for our simple.
What's a
Apparently
demon?
it'll
Demons don't exist, guys. What the fuck?
The Quetzal.
Whatever it means in Knursh.
What's it?
Demons
A nerd.
existed before religion.
You're wrong. What's
Sky
a demon?
Terror.
The Sky Terror! That's a name. Alright.
I think Tunga is going to paint with cave bear blood on the wall, like our battle.
Nice. Is it like
Very
a...
poorly because Tunga has no ability to paint whatsoever.
Why don't you
I
give
mean,
us a
it
performance
is
check?
Charisma. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. In
Alright,
the
you did well.
glimmering embers of a fire that you have scraped together on short notice, you, Tunga, you snap a bone in half to give you a fine stencil. You dip it in bear blood, which is just flowing out onto the ground down the ravine as a big river. Furthermore, as Crick and maybe Tac Tac are just harvesting this bear carcass, trying to get it ready to be prepped so that someone can lead the tribe here. Tunga, describe to us your cave painting.
It's going to be like a great like bear on its back legs, with 3 people with spears in front of it, and one has like the spear forward, like they're stabbing it in the head, and the other 2 are stabbing it in the side, and then another person with like two javelins behind, like with a javelin in the air being tossed.
Oh my god. It is a work of art. This is the highest level of sophistication Tunga has ever seen. And kind of just like a fey mood fell over you, and you're like, I must depict this. It is beautiful.
Now, this is your homework for this week. Get yourself some red paint and finger paint this scene and post it in the Discord.
Hell yeah.
+1.
I'll take MS Paint drawings as well. You all can spend the night prepping this bear. You are proficient hunters. We don't have to worry about waste, since you are all here prepping this basically for most of the night, sleeping in shifts, and during your time awake, you are just preparing more bear meat.
Oh, there's so many calories in bear fat. We are so fed.
You guys are fed as fuck. Holy shit. In the
More
morning,
wrinkles for your brains.
which cannot come quick enough, who wants to go back to the tribe? Does anyone
Okay,
want to
we can
stay
go.
behind?
I'm
Tunga
50
can
shades
definitely
of
do
fucked
it.
up. I'm staying behind.
Tunga, you want to go on your own, or is someone going with them?
I'll go with Tunga.
Joblin?
He's gonna need to hold the pregnant lady's hand and help her up the hill.
Unga bunga,
Right
no
before we-
more hunga.
Right before we toss our ass
Are
into
there
the
like
ravine.
Are there signs of like potentially another cave bear in
None.
this cave?
None at all. You probably
Wrinkle brain.
checked that all night. Just like, there's
You
more! There's more!
He's frothing at the mouth still, trying to hold that rage, punching himself in the face and just looking for fucking marks of another cave.
All
bear.
night.
Wrinkle brain, you stay. We go. We return. And I will go with them.
Okay.
Just like running.
Let's
With, like,
see
the head
if
in the
splitting
other
the party is a good idea. Because direwolves are still in this territory. They probably won't come too close. So I guess I should describe, or have you tell me what route you're taking. Are you wanting to go into the other tile, where you went through the first time to go west and south? Or do you want to just go straight south?
I think we have to go west and south, right? Because straight south is a ravine.
Okay. Straight south,
And that'd be-
east and south. You can... So, I'm making a distinction here because going west and south will take you the entire day to get back to the tribe. To go straight
be-
south will take you half the day. Which
I
would
think
let
we
your
should
tribe...
go straight south then.
Yeah, quick
Yeah,
as
that's
possible.
better.
Okay. We're risking some direwolves. Let's see if they spot you.
No.
Hopefully, it's
Shit.
not an entire pack.
Predator behaviors.
These
Okay.
fucking things, bird hunters, fuck off.
They did just eat.
Let's assume that this is the same wolves.
That's true.
I need
Where's
one of
Crinkle
you...
Brain when you need him?
I need
I need a
your
fucking
luckiest
torch.
player to roll me a d20.
I will
Not
do
me.
it.
Pog.
Joblin will. I've rolled high for things that were important for the tribe, right?
Let's say yes. Okay, pretty good. Assuming high is good.
You all go south. You do not see any predators. You do not see any direwolves. You don't see any axebeaks. This is an uneventful day, and that is scary. Because normally you see big wildlife all the time. They're fucking around. They're eating. They're fucking literally around. And you head straight south to where your tribe is. Hunker down. Takes you half the day to get there. They're eating... Oh, can you subtract meat from the tribe sheet real quick?
Yeah, I'll
and
also
then-
subtract the 8 pounds of meat I brought with us.
Cool, thank you. Can you make a different denotion of your bear meat that is 990, which you guys have not
Done.
eaten into? You can add them together later, but...
989. I need to eat something.
All right. I need it.
True.
I already marked it down for you. I'll mark it on the next day.
You guys get to your tribe. They're there, waiting. Surprised
I
to
was
see
waiting
you.
for you to say that they've been attacked by wolves over the night, and now we're only on half the
There's
tribe.
nothing left.
running,
yeah.
and like as we're like running towards them, I like pull off the pack, just like yelling.
They all look at you horrified, mystified, terrified of you. As you, covered in your battle wounds, bloodied, well, not Joblin. They look at Tunga, who's now, like, scarred up. And they look at Tak, who is no worse for wear at all. And then they realize Wrinklebrain Crick isn't here. Someone immediately lets out...
He lives! He lives!
Tunga! Tunga is now biggest wrinkle brain in tribe.
We kill bear! I just like open
What?
the- and like pull out the bear.
You pull out the several-pound bear head.
Bear is dead. Cave is ours.
Everyone's like, fuck! Yeah! Everyone cheers. Notably, Banula is absent. Your shaman is there to greet you. They come up to you. They hug you all, slapping sand down your faces, which is stained by sweat, so it just clings to your face. The handprint of sand just trails down your lips, over your scars. This is good day, Crick says. Or not Crick, Kriega Crack. Maybe Crick or Crack, that word phonetically means like a title of prestige or something. But either way, she greets you, she hugs you, she embraces you. We wait for Banula and go north. We go to cave. It is clear where Crick is.
Wrinklebrain is we cut up bear.
Bear.
Here's
How
meat.
big? Tell us tale. And you can regale
Biggest
them.
of bear. Yeah.
So much meat
All
whole
the
tribe
meat.
cannot take.
Gasp. Many gasps are had. They have been preparing all of the meat you have already brought them, which they are just now kind of working into, having spent 5 days smoking meat, more or less. Just over fire, and they're so happy to hear this. This is good. All we need now is convenient water source as well. And we will have new home.
Water
Water
source
day travel.
nearby.
We wait for Banula.
Vanilla out hunting.
Yes, alone.
It is not a good idea to hunt bears alone.
And
We
comes
wait.
back with dinosaur on back, no problem.
You'd think we'd have enough meat, but he says always prepare for bad day.
Smart motherfucker right there. Wrinkle
Always
brain
talking
Banula.
about pulling up fur bootstraps.
True.
Don't understand.
We wait.
I remember when Tribe once had boots before the great disaster, which robbed us of our stores and supplies. Banula still scarred to this day about encounter. So many direwolves ripped apart so many of our friends. Hopefully, same fate not fall Banula out on his own, who rolled natural 3 after direwolf have moved into your current hex you are in.
Oh no.
We wait for Banula. We don't know
How-
where Wolf gone.
How long Banula been hunting?
That's dawn, like all hunter.
We wait.
You will wait. You will wait all night. Please subtract more meat.
All right, marking down the 2 for Wrinklebrain. And the oh my god, so it would be 50 plus 6 would be 56.
Banula does not come home that night.
Not good.
Oh no.
No, he has the fucking spear.
He does have the
Yeah,
+1
he does.
spear.
we must
Even
find
worse.
Banula.
Everyone is kind of worried. Their chieftain did not return from the hunt. Nobody knows why. The territory was relatively safe. Like, you will see a bear before a bear will see you, normally. Especially, like, a small black bear. Banula can kill one of those on his own. He's a barbarian. He can rage. Something mighty must have truly happened to Banula if he did not return home. And everyone immediately thinks the worst. If a tribe member goes missing nearby when they said they're coming back, everyone is just like, all of the hype, all of the cheering, all of the celebration immediately dies as night falls and everyone looks out for a separate campfire, maybe. But none is to be found. Day will come. Red sun will rise in the east. And Kringa Krek will have to make the call as current shaman, temporary leader until a new chieftain, which everyone is already knowing it's going to be Joblin. Well, she makes the call. We go to cave. Keep eye out for Banula.
We take to cave.
Help carry. All stuff. So
Yes.
much stuff.
Good to have much stuff.
We help carry.
You will help carry all the way there. And let's find out if your new direwolves will see you. Chances are, no, you don't spot them. Maybe they spot you and choose not to engage with 28. How many of your tribe members remain now?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
I have
So
a
there's
number. I have
31
that
of
number.
us, counting the
Uh-huh.
party.
Maybe they ate well and are just resting while you are traveling.
Big oof.
But you do not see any direwolves. You don't see the black bears. You see, like, one individual, I think your tile has, what are you, green dot? They have goats. You may see a couple goats spread out. But it looks like herbivores have, like, left this area. Or at least, like, the main goats. Maybe it's because of your tribe's presence. Maybe it's because a new threat has been detected nearby. But you will head up to the cave. And into the cave you will linger and go. It will take you half the day to get there. Maybe a little bit more than half the cave. And in that time, Wrinklebrain, what have you been up to? You've been alone for like an entire day.
Oh, I'm doing what I do best. I'm probably just scouting our like immediate area, and if there is stuff that I can fuck with, I'm fucking with nature because I have the whole day to myself.
Yeah, you don't want to watch over the meat where scavenger birds may flow down.
I've probably moved it into the cave, so they'd
Yeah.
have to go into the cave, and if I spot them in the cave, they can't fly away, so perfect chance for more meat.
True. You will see tons of axe beaks out on the upper ridge, further north. They seem to just be... They are mountainous creatures. They love it here. They can see for as far as the sky will let them, and will act accordingly. You don't see any bigger real predators. Has anything changed during this time? John is checking his notes for this.
Plenty of Wrinklebrain pee just lining the area.
John has to change Cave Bear and Cave Solo to Cave. Yeah, it's literally just axe beaks right now. Whoops. You can look for supplies, or not supplies, forageable stuff.
Yep.
Give me a investigation check as you search around. You pat around, really. Just not as effectively as Tunga would.
19.
You will find a convenient source of water. These trees, you are in a heavily foliaged area. Water must be nearby. And deep in the forested area where your cave is just south of, you will find a watering hole, a reservoir. You don't know how deep it is, but it is a couple 100 feet wide, kind of just in a crook between two ridges. There's a tiny little, a very tiny waterfall that just sort of trickles down into some streams, which leads further out. And I will denote that on with a brush
Washing
color.
myself down and heading back.
Nice. Wait, you take a
I'm
bath?
doused in blood. Why not?
Wow. Guys, heresy. It is between these 3 points, this reservoir.
Clean
The
caveman.
the tribe gets back and they just see Wrinklebrain and they're like,
You are
Who's that?
clean. You are clean!
Yeah.
Heretic! Where's your sand? You were mocked!
Sand is gone.
No one is...
Throw him in.
No one is excited, Crick. No one is happy to be in this cave after all of your effort. There is a heavy atmosphere of
Red.
suppressed grief.
What has
As you-
happened?
Banula
We
went
have
missing.
cave.
Chieftain went missing during hunt. We must
Will
go
we
out.
go find him?
Great long tooth spear gone.
We must go out and find him.
Let's go.
I think we must rest first.
Longer we wait, more chance Chief is dead.
But Nula
Chief
was
being gone
strong.
this long, Chief dead already.
Joblin, what do you do? Them's fighting words. You love your chief. He's basically your dad. He's actually probably everyone here's dad.
Oh no.
We must
Suke
find
too
out what happens.
intensifies.
We must do that at least.
Everyone expected you to hit him, and they gasp as you, with a clear head and conscious.
We must.
What? He's supposed to hit. Tac Tac deserves to be bitch slapped. Slap him like bitch.
He has
Out of
no
nowhere,
rages
you
left. He needs
Just see
long rest.
Wrinklebrain. Wrinklebrain comes out of nowhere and you just see this flying hand.
Crinkle Brain does a fucking leap in front of Joplin and just backhands you. Make an attack roll. Just fucking do it. I'll give you
I'll use a
advantage.
club.
Holy shit!
Oh my
Club
Jesus.
thing.
Oh my god! You slap him for 1 plus your strength score. Or
So
modifier. Yeah.
Yeah, just one.
You were
We
slapped
must
for
go.
2 damage,
Am
Tac
I-
Tac. Oh!
Am I near Tac Tac?
Everyone's near Tac Tac. He's with the
Oh,
tribe.
excellent.
You
There you
gotta
go.
intercept
You
it.
take
Oh.
9 less damage.
Perfect.
So I intercept the blow.
Alright. The standoff. You parry with your spear. A riveting backhand. Everyone is like, oh, the golden generation fights amongst themselves. They just killed Cave
Enough!
Bear. Now.
We go out. We find Banula. Or what remains.
I
Now.
will do as you say.
You just see Crick with the club like, yeah, damn right.
Pointing the club and spear at each other.
I will. I am fucking useless though. I've got nothing left.
You
You
got,
got
javelins.
javelins.
Hands get 3 javelins. Spear in one hand. We go.
Do you want to leave this day? The sun is soon setting. You won't make it to that hex before
Well,
it sets.
We'll help set up the cave for the night, and then we'll head out.
Good.
I found water while you were gone.
True. This adventure took you nearly 6 days. You had 7 before your girl went into labor. I gave you a week. Congratulations, you barely made the deadline. Any longer, literally any longer, one more delay, and we would be having some bad times. The dire wolves have moved out. They were seeking new territory. I rolled a 1d8 to choose their direction. They chose southwest, which was the tile you guys were in. You barely missed each other, since I rolled a 3 on your encounter dice of a 1d100. They had a 34 35% chance to find you. Congratulations. However, they did find Banula. And you, in the following days, will eventually find his carcass, avoiding the direwolves if they care to stay, which they probably wouldn't, since all the herbivores are moving away from the pack of fucking direwolves. They will linger in the foothills, take to the forest eventually, but you will find him. The real question is, did you find the spear? Because chances are Banula was dragged off to a different kill location. If the spear is there, no big deal. If it's not, we will have an investigation check. You will search for it. It is your tribal heirloom. There's no way you'll just, like, leave it to fate. Okay. You find it in Banula.
What?
Oh no.
In part of his carcass, it has been torn to shreds. It must have been thrown. It is, like, clutched in his hand still. His arm, his forearm, the bone and flesh having been chopped off, more or less, by hungry, huge teeth. You will find the big tooth. The long tooth? I already forgot the spear's name.
Big
F
tooth.
for
You
long.
were tried.
Long tooth.
Or
Oh,
long
okay.
tooth.
Big
Long
dude.
tooth.
I think it
Big
was...
tooth with a big tooth, right?
You
Big
rename
tooth,
it right
big
there
tooth.
if it was named otherwise. You pick up this broken weapon. The tooth part is still fine. It is sturdy. It looks like a creature tried to gnaw on it and then was just like, fuck that. The spear shaft itself is shattered. It will need to be tied off, refitted, but it's repairable. And when you eventually return,
We burn
everyone...
his body. Start
There's-
a tradition.
Yeah, totally. You can collect what scraps you can, but
Yeah.
he's mostly been eaten by 6 hungry, large-sized wolves.
How fucked up would it be for me to take his skull?
I think we're taking it all
Just
with us,
asking.
right?
Great.
Are there, if we like
It's
look
there.
around,
You find just
he, like-
his half-carved face.
did he like badly injure any of these wolves that we can tell, or does it look like he just got jumped?
It is a mess. You don't see any direwolf carcasses nearby, so assumedly they got away. Whether they were injured or not is unknown, but it's been days now. If it was, you've lost that opportunity to hunt it down. Direwolves are big, they're sturdy, and also they're pack hunters, which means like one will jump in to wound, and then it will escape. And then another one will do the same thing, and then once the kill is secure, they all go for it. It is a terrible, murderous tactic that pack predators do. Wolves are smart. They plagued humanity for thousands of years before we eventually domesticated our own. And this is just bad luck, bad dice rolls. The fate, I suppose, of Banula is at least discovered.
It sounds like you're more mourning it than anybody else.
Your
I
tribe
don't wanna be
is.
that hater.
No,
tribe
you're
is more.
fine. You guys don't need to care. He was gonna die anyway. He's like right a year away from being an elder.
We had enough meat. He wanted to hunt. It was a risk hunting alone.
He go
It
out
was.
in best way possible. Still in prime of life.
As new chieftain, no more hunting alone.
We need to discuss that. You all, after... I don't know if you want to keep the skull. Is that what you want to do, Tac Tac?
It's fine.
Let's talk about that real quick. Do you burn him?
No,
Are you
I-
cremating?
Are we?
Yeah.
Are we cremated?
Yeah, but I'm happy for you to keep the skull. Like we can
I
keep.
kind of
want
want to keep the skull for reasons I don't want to get into.
Yeah, you can get into necromancy. I'm all about it. So yeah,
Well,
keep the skull, and
I
we'll just
mean-
burn the rest of the body.
It's not like there's some kind of united magic thing here that's going to tell you necromancy's
Well,
bad.
Tac Tac,
This is
if
the
you
time.
take this skull, this would be a secret. You are desecrate. Well, not desecrating, since you're not going to be burying, but you are taking a part of your old chief, and you know your fellow shaman probably ain't gonna like that. So you are going to hide this somewhere. You're not going to keep it with your tribes. You'll probably, like, bury it beneath a rock and then dig it up whenever you want to, like, mess with it.
It's fine. It's not important. I do not take the scum.
Okay.
I would support your necromancy dreams.
You, the player, might definitely.
Yeah.
Wrinkle Brain Crick, though. We have
Prob-
a nice chasm we can drop you down.
We have a chasm.
You have a chasm now. That is a resource. Your south flank secured. You all come back. And we have to
Is this where
do...
we go Spartan, and when we drop our deformed children down there and just keep the good ones?
Maybe.
Oh.
We have to discuss some things. And we
Yes.
also have to give you experience. So why don't we start with experience first? Would you like that?
Yes.
I would love experience, considering we were 10 experience
10.
away from being
Yeah.
level 2. Yeah.
Well-
We did our mission.
You also
should've
completed
just-
your quest. And somewhat poetically, Banula went out of the world and a new life came in. As well.
Back
You
to
guys-
29.
You're
Roll
back
for
to
child
29.
possession.
Add one more child to your, or infant to your
One
sheet.
less adult, one more infant, you said?
An infant, yes. They are not, they are like 0 to 1. Not that a child is like a 1-year-old's any better, but... Okay, a cave bear is worth 450 experience, so let's just do that real quick. And you completed
good.
your quest, which I think I set to 300 each. So that would bring us to 750. So why don't you add 750 to your character sheets?
Did
Well, it was 350
level
each.
up twice?
You might have leveled up
I
twice.
think so.
We did.
Yeah, we did. That's
Okay.
level 3.
You have hit
1,000.
your level and experience cap. You now have to, with the remaining time of this arc, figure out where your next generation will go to. You are a tribe, so your tribal benefits will still be there no matter what, but eventually we will have family bloodlines which will get their own modifiers and stuff like that, until we eventually hit the standard human. Or variant human, who knows. But, for now, why don't we do some hit point rolls? And
Oh.
no one pick a subclass.
I'll start off as the chieftain, rolling 2d12 plus 6. Let's go.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
pretty good.
Not bad.
Pretty good, yeah. Okay. Who's ready to do their next hit points?
I'll go. It's 2d8 plus 4.
Nice. Oh my god! Tac's a machine!
Fucking hell.
The warrior spirit
He-
within.
His heart is like tree trunk grown. Lopsided.
Here you guys go. Are you ready for 2 1s?
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
above
Oh,
average.
damn.
I'll take it.
We're a strong tribe.
Yeah.
Here comes Crick with 2d10
Alright.
plus con twice.
Slash,
I get some good stuff now.
Sure.
2d10
Shit.
Me
plus
too.
eight.
Barbarian.
Plus twice your con modifier.
Be good if I didn't open the character mancer already.
Do it there. It's fine.
3. 15.
Oh my
Damn.
god.
Pretty good.
That's above average for everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine was like exactly
Below average for me by like 1 or 2.
That was great.
But that's fine.
No, Tunga. Yours is above average as well. Rolling an 8 out of... the average is 6.
Yeah, 6, 6, and
Oh.
4. And then
What the fuck? Why is
Yeah.
it 6? It should be like 4.5.
it is
oh well.
supposed to be, but, 5e.
Wizard. 5e math,
I
you know.
still pick a fighting style at level 2.
You can pick a fighting style, just don't pick a subclass. And I'd prefer your fighting style to be something reasonable.
2-weapon fighting.
Uh,
Or...
potentially, yeah.
'cause
I mean,
we don't have archery yet.
You don't have archery, no. But you do have access to thrown weapon fighting style, which
True,
you have been
yeah.
doing.
I'm
Most
gonna
of you
take
have
that.
been using your spears two-handed, so great weapon fighting makes sense. Even though you
Oh,
don't
I
have
get.
any great weapons.
What do we do for about spells? Because I get a spell.
You do get one spell, and that will kind of... What you pick will kind of decide what you're going to unlock in the future. So if you pick, like, Animal Friendship, for instance, you're probably going to be closer to a Beastmaster than anything else down the line.
I don't
If
know.
you...
I think he's barred from that spell because he's hated by all wildlife, isn't he?
No,
That's a good
he's
call.
not. So here's the thing about being hated by nature and the wild. But you start a dialogue through what little non-verbal
Yes.
communication you have. You know animals.
Ask them to fuck off.
Yeah. You're asking them by setting their kids on fire. You're breaking their eggs, which is telling them to get the fuck out of Dodge. You start a relationship, albeit a hostile one. You know, granted, it is a hostile relationship. But you know, animals are dumb. They don't see it as like we need to be enemies all the time. You can be doing your own thing. I'll be doing mine.
Oh, I get.
We see it in nature documents all the time. You go to the watering hole, you'll find alligators, lions, zebras, herbivores just drinking water, hanging out in close proximity. It's super weird. You'd think they wouldn't, but yeah.
I'm on the fence. I could take Hunter's Mark and speak with animals, or Hunter's Mark and Animal Friendship, or Beast Bond. Beast Bond.
Are you wanting to become a Beastmaster and eventually your, generation
I
will
wanted to go more towards like a roguey style.
like
But
a
none of them
like a Gloomstalker or a
sort
hunter,
of thing, yeah.
like a
Yeah,
genuine
I guess I'll go
hunter.
more hunter.
Yeah, pick
'Cause
up
we
some
didn't have
combat
rogues,
stuff.
right?
It's true.
So
Stealth options if you have one.
I'm definitely taking
Just
Hunter's
damage
Mark.
increases. Hunter's Mark, yeah. I can see it.
John.
Tac, this will go in a similar way as you, or for you. The magics you choose will direct the spellcasters of your tribe, even if you don't play a spellcaster next time. Yeah, what's up?
It's safe to assume ignore some of the optional barbarian features from Tasha's.
Yeah, ignore them. I don't know what they
Perfect.
are, but if I haven't studied them,
That's one.
you shouldn't be looking at them.
Alright, then I'm done. That was
Okay,
easy.
cool.
Sword
We will
Elf.
have to talk about Joblin, because the way you are going to get to the next tier of subclasses is on behavior. Currently, you are this more or less noble leader. Having like a leadership role or something similar. I don't have all the, what do you call it? The barbarian subclasses on hand. Give me a second. But you're definitely not a berserker. You, even while raging, you are mindful of your allies and work in tandem with them. You have no like elemental thing for you for like a storm warrior or a storm herald. Beast is cringe and is super banned because that needs many more things.
Yeah.
So we have like Totem Warrior, we have Ancestral Guardian open to us. We just need to roleplay more into like actually trying to commune with your spirits and get super high on drugs, if that is what we want to do in the future. Because I'm not ready to start making homebrew stuff. I'd rather we work with what we have right now.
That's fine.
To come to you, Mr. Soul Crusher, you are the true warrior of this tribe. You work in, you took interception. You are literally working with your teammates constantly. Champion is obviously, everyone will have access to champions, but Battle Masters too. You, showed through either mechanical abuse or deliberate choices your ability to fight and think and make the combat encounter solely to your advantage, stopping the death of one of your characters or one of your party members. Champion, you're a fucking champ, bro. Fucking Tunga getting the kills. Oh,
You know I'm going champion. Battlemaster has too much stuff in it. I'm sorry. It's too
True.
strong.
it is
Self-nerf.
good. Self-nerf. Okay.
Self-nerf.
So please denote where you want to go. Did we figure out you, Mr. Millmans? What are you thinking about? Hunter? Are you thinking about
What's this for? For my.
the fuck is a Drake Warden? That's not real. Monster Slayer? There's not really monsters yet. I think Hunter will be your thing.
Yeah.
But you don't seem that interested in having like an animal companion.
No.
I
Quite the
think
opposite.
Totem.
Okay.
I think I'll go down the route of Totem Warrior.
Totem Warrior.
Tweaks the board.
You want to start speaking to that bear skull you're carrying around?
Oh, yeah,
I-
that's too perfect.
Oh, I totally want to see you make like a giant bear skull mace.
Let me go and record these because once we
Totem.
have basically
Alright,
decided
I've
this,
done
we'll be
everything but I've done everything but add a subclass.
perfect. That's exactly
Oh my
what
God.
I want. Yeah, what's up?
Totem Warrior, when I actually like become it, it gives me I never realized this. Gives me the ability to cast Beast Sense and speak with animals, so that's gonna be something.
That will be something, albeit
Resistance to
something.
all damage.
I have learned the ways of the pocket sand. I now can cast spells.
True. This is a crazy feature because you guys have never had a ranger in your tribe before who is both like communing with nature and also fucking with it nonstop. And this like blows Kriega's mind as she's like, "What? I can teach two people how to use sand?"
Is the Wrinkle Brain.
So
That was
I
good.
have opened my Word document to record some stuff. It seems like our progression, we have for chieftains. Why wouldn't we get totem warriors?
It's
let's
just
be real.
so thematic.
Let's do warriors next. We now have access to ranger hunters as well as fighter champions. And finally, our shaman boy. We should talk.
Yes.
You.
I'm currently tossing up two options.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the idea of College of Eloquence. In
There's
that-
no way in hell. I'm so sorry. We are not at that point yet.
Sure, but the shaman is an influential person in the tribe, right?
Yes.
And that's all that this is, regardless of the fact that it's called eloquence and it's
Mhm.
some elf crap.
So here's where I see eloquence becoming a real thing, and you can tell me if I missed my mark. Eloquence is when you are interacting with a lot of people all the time to the point where your words are more enchanting than a regular bard's. When I think of like a bard who is elegant, I'm thinking of a guy who interacts with several different tribes, not constantly, but regularly. And I think that is where that would develop into a thing.
Okay. Then the other option is College of Valor.
You have
Okay,
been
sure.
beating some fucking ass. Let's be real.
Exactly.
I think Tac has like the highest hit ratio right now of just successful strikes.
It's the highest crit.
And
Yeah,
crit
that's true.
count.
Yeah.
Valor does make sense. You're kicking ass, bro. What
The other
else
one
is there?
was Spirits, which is why I wanted Chinola's skull.
Well,
which
we can
is-
talk about that now.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks cool. It's
So we are at like our adventure is more or less complete. we're at the point where we can start not recapping, but like fast forwarding tribe development. You've secured a very defendable position. You have not just a lot of meat, but like a place to sustain yourselves in. You're in a high foliage area. There are 2 nearby water sources. Lots of things to eat normally anyway. Not as many predators around, and sky predators you no longer have to truly fear. You have a cave that can fit most of you at a time. You can, well, definitely all of you, if some of you are like able to be cozy up to one another. Like your entire tribe can fit in this cave. Like just if I put down 29 medium-sized creatures, they can all fit in here. Which is good. So you'll only really have to worry about moving out of this place when you reach a population that demands it to be so. You're in a good spot.
I was gonna say, can't we just at that point find another tribe that knows how to do carving of stone and just make the cave bigger?
That's where we're fast forwarding to get all the non-important, non-quest stuff done. Because the whole purpose of this is you are characters, you go on your one big adventure, and that sort of defines who you are, and then you spread that knowledge to the rest of your community. Joblin definitely will become the next tribe. He has the spear. He's the only chieftain barbarian amongst you. And he's not crazy, which is good. There was only like one guy in your tribe who was like backing Wrinklebrain. It was probably someone related to Tunga specifically, who just like super valued like intelligent people, and he was really impressed when Wrinklebrain jumped in to lay down the law, as it were, on Tak.
Yeah.
However, that guy was outvoted immediately and super like non-important. He's just some fucking shitter. He's just like, I vote for Wrinklebrain, and everyone's just like, shut the fuck up. It's Joblin. Joblin forever, dude.
Who even are you?
It's funny, I voted
I'm
for
your
Joblin,
brother!
this
You
one
voted
guy.
for Joblin, dude.
Yeah, like I voted for you too, and he's voting for me. I'm like, what are you doing? What's wrong with
Every
you?
vote matters when we choose a new chieftain. This
Oh,
guy may
no.
get exiled later and find his way to a different tribe or die in the wild. Who knows?
Roll gender. It could be one of my future waifus.
Oh no.
It's not-
It sure as shit was. She's gone.
No.
It's like, get out. We don't like your kind who disagree from the community's overall opinion. And she's like, oh. And she leaves, learning her lesson, and learns to mistrust you. Okay. So, we are in, like, the very beginning of humanity here. Tribes are scattered, and your comfort level is more or less super important to you. Where if you are in a comfortable place, you probably won't leave more than 30 miles away from it. And I promise you, no tribe is within 30 miles of you currently. The closest one seems to be, like 100?
Ooh.
Generally, in, like, from what I read on, like, how Greece specifically, who, like, we know a lot about, supposedly, you would not live more than an hour away from where you worked. So most people who can work in this, 10-mile area would probably not leave. Hunters, of course, would go and travel and meander, but if there's no reason to explore, you wouldn't really go out and explore. It will be generations later when the next opportunity to go and explore the world will come. Which allows us to develop the tribe a little bit more and figure out where we're going with it. We are hunters, obviously. Clearly, we are hunters. But what kind of, like, big policy do we want?
It's time for the wrinkle brain.
Yes. And I kind of want to do some, like, roleplay choices as well. Because eventually Kriga will die, and Tak will become the tribe shaman. It will be up to him to teach the next shaman as well, and you will inherit the bag of sand, of course, which is a grim thing as you now have to go around like a mad person and just start slapping people. Kriega will inform you on her deathbed, more or less, that it is a vital thing to have a wild card in your midst. Having a madman keeps everyone alert and stops complacency. Kriega did this role well as a madwoman who was both knowledgeable and caring and considerate, and she tells you this firsthand, so she's like writing her own eulogy. But being a crazy son of a bitch has its advantages in a social situation. You're already isolated as a shaman. You have magic at your fingertips and words. Why not throw in, I'm also insane, don't fuck with me.
Fair.
So Tac, where do you want to take your college? Are we wanting to dabble with the dead? Are we wanting to...
We're gonna stick with Valor.
Okay.
It makes sense. We need heroes in this age, especially in a tribe this size. People to step up and
Bye.
die.
It's gonna say
for everybody
Population
else's sake.
control.
nothing
Exactly.
quite says fuck off like having a bunch of undead direwolves running around.
That's
True.
true.
But also more
And they
damage.
make religion that makes them hunt us, though.
It's true.
Okay. We will start working towards valor. And of course, we'll keep eloquence in mind whenever we start interacting with more tribes. So now that we have that, on a policy level, I have some questions. We are agreed that the chieftain is going to stay in power, right?
Mm-hmm. Fuck democracy.
The chieftain says yes.
I do agree with this policy.
We currently have a growing state, so I'll be rolling population here in a bit. But in terms of like, how do we want to teach our youths? You guys have done some crazy heroic stuff as the four of you. Is it time to start like a warrior tradition where we majority prioritize just people who not only can hunt, but hunt in elite units? Or are we wanting to shift more into we need to start taking care of nature? Probably not from
Fuck that.
yeah, fuck that. Are we going to
Yeah, I
start
think
like yeah, tell me. Just let's just talk.
Our chieftain made a law banning solo hunts, so I think we're forced to go into like elite
We
units
need
now.
groups of people that excel hunting together, so elite hunting units. Just because if you ever run into a predator, it's either, okay, they die, or you don't run into predators. We could have died to those bears, but we survived because we were capable enough. So,
If
ahead.
I'm just shooting stuff that's coming up to my mind, if you have ideas, by all means bring them up. I'm not here to like go down a checklist. What's like a
think, like-
change you want to make on like a community societal meta level? What do you want to encourage? What do you want to discourage?
Essentially, we will encourage. Well, my thoughts is if you're intelligent, don't disregard your intelligence because we want more wrinkle brains. But if you are strong, you can excel. So I guess just encouraging people to excel in what they're good at.
Okay.
We want stronger people. We want smarter people. If they're fast, make them faster, right?
So
If
like
you can join us in a
specialization in traits
Yeah.
or attributes?
yes. Specializing
Oh my
in
god, selective breeding. We want the strong ones.
We're
And, like,
making the
everyone
Carling
else-
dynasty again.
Well, that
Everyone else
would...
we keep it at home.
So what that does is more or less begins the foundation of like a caste system, where if you're the smart guy, you're going to do smart guy things. Currently, it will be merit based because you're all one weird semi incestuous family. So, like, everyone's related to each other. There's no getting around that. There's just not enough people to interbreed with. That's going to change, don't worry. Next arc, as we set off into the wider world. But for that specifically, like, we are specializing you to be the best version of you can be. No matter what it is, that will inevitably start to lead into a caste system. Which I think is fucking sick as shit. Let's be real. India's been around forever. Castes are awesome. Anybody else have their own input or thing they want to add?
I think as a survival aspect, the small groups of hunters would be like encouraged to find more caves and stuff and places where in times of trouble we might, if we have to leave this cave, we would know where there's another cave to go to.
Mm-hmm.
And that way if the tribe
like,
ever like gets like to a certain population where there's too many, we could like split the tribe and move half of a tribe to another cave somewhere else.
So, like,
I'm
having...
working on cartography, knowing the land.
I'm looking for more small-scale stuff, and that definitely is something. Banula was a person who valued having backup plans, even though if he couldn't articulate it or not. He was always looking towards the future, and that's something that Tunga seems to have taken to heart a little bit. And we'll start to spread that information amongst the community. Start looking for places of shelter so we're not out on the road so much, or in the wild.
I think Tunga's like end goal is essentially to have, like, say, I'm gonna paint for a second and then I will delete it because I know that you would absolutely hate it. So we have like a cave here,
Mm-hmm.
and if we find a cave here, that's also good, and then like another one here, or another one, or some form of shelter here,
Yeah.
we could essentially migrate between the points. So that way we're never just like killing all of the food off in one area.
Yeah, well, you are nomadic hunters. This is stuff you will do naturally. You won't stay in this cave forever. It's not like you're changing into gatherers. You're just in a prime hunting location for this generation. Like, no one else lives around here. It's just wild animals in a ridgeline. That
It's
stretches
our
on.
mountain.
Basically, right now, yeah. So, you know, you'll go to, like, 30 miles down, hunt out that area. Those creatures will migrate into different areas. Eventually they'll come back after you leave. And it's just an endless cycle, basically, of hunting food.
Can we make an edict to push the ape people away?
The who people?
Oh, what? An edict? What? No, I'm kidding.
The ape people, an edict.
I mean,
know.
they're a source of food at one point.
It sounds
I
like we
mean,
hate apes. Are we choosing, like,
yeah.
a threat? Or are we... What are we worried
our
about?
threats are-
I want to know that. What's, like, our greatest worry as a community?
big
Dire
Predators.
wolves.
What about you, Tac Tac?
Predators.
I'm coming to you, Patrick. Don't worry.
I'm scared of apes. These apes scare the shit out of me, to be honest. Apes are huge.
True. They can throw things too, which is awful. That's your thing. Like, the big
Exactly.
advantage of humans is you throw stuff. And apes also throw stuff. This is awful. Do you really want to get into a tribal fucking throwdown with javelins and rocks just hurled in the air? That's all.
Because apes look like us, but they're not us, so they must
Sure.
die.
Contingency. Okay. And for our totem boy, people look up to the tribe or the tribal chieftain. They want to emulate their leadership figure, and you are in a society where you value your leader. It's a chieftain-based tribe. You will inevitably start what, not necessarily like the first religion, but you will start the first tradition of your tribe, and they will emulate the totem warrior. Are you wanting this to become like a thing? Where it's like the entire tribe is also kind of revering the animal spirits? Or how do you see Joblin becoming a totem warrior, or at least working someone there?
What I envision Joblin to go about it, because Joblin's a bit of a dunce. He has this like head of this bear. So in the process of us like picking it apart, like removing all the meat and everything good that we can get out of it, just like
Mhm.
at one point Joblin was just like pick up the skull, and, like remove the bottom half and like put it on as like a helmet or like a broken apart like hat or something, right?
It does
So
have
now
a
it's wearing,
massive
like,
like
this-
hole in like the center of it, but
Even better, that just gets covered with like some like hides and whatnot to hide it.
you pack it
And
in.
now he's just like to more like better present himself to like any other people that look at him like holy shit, he had to kill a bear for that. And so like just wearing the skull as like a helmet of sorts as like some sort of apparel to showcase like his accomplishment.
It would be more akin to a mask than a helmet, because the bear skull is huge and it will tilt downward inevitably, just due to like you cannot
Yeah.
strap. I mean, I guess you could do like a bicycle strap, but then you look like a dunce.
Mask is better. I was thinking
Uh,
helmet because I couldn't think of the other word.
No, you're good.
Are you
So
just
just like wearing it and just like using that as his like pillar of authority. But
okay?
he always listens to like everyone within his tribe and takes advice his fellow tribesmen because he can't come up with a lot of ideas himself and
Okay.
the other ideas sound nice. So there's like he's putting implied authority into his fellow leaders. But
I
he's the
think what
chieftain.
is going to happen then, rather than like the community begins to worship the spirits, I think it'll be like an individual. Every generation or so will become the next chieftain and also follow this tradition of donning the bear mask or the bear skull or whatever you want to call it, really, and getting more and more connected with the totem of, well, that you wear.
Just like a general state of like awareness of this is where we live, know what happens, and just like that slow, not attunement, because attunement's like a loaded word, but like
Mhm.
knowing and understanding of like the lands we live on.
Okay. So
We're in the years of the bear, and the next one will be the next big animal we hunt, and the next chieftain will wear that skull, and that's when that next period will begin. That'd be a good way of doing it.
that's more or less what's going
You
to
hunt something
occur.
else.
The
Uh,
year of the long tooth. Oof.
So the current spot we have it is the chieftain is the leadership figure, more or less absolute ruler. However, he has his little council of his tribe because everyone can sort of like talk to him. He's not like separated from you guys. Your teamwork through demonstration and success will cultivate this. Every hunter kind of did their own thing, or they worked together in like pairs, and it was like, hey, I'm gonna go hunt, you want to come with me? And someone would be like, nah, we gotta smoke meat and like make new spears, and it's like, I'll just go on my own. It was a stupid fucking plan. Banula's death proved this. Even your most capable guy alone is not a thing. Teamwork is going to be hammered into your hunters from now on. So elite
Learning
small
to
teams.
be the wolf.
Yep. That is good. You are encouraging each other in specializations. If you're not strong, you don't need to be a strong guy. If you're a smart guy, we want you to be even smarter. If you are strong, we want you to be even stronger. This will inevitably lead towards a caste system, but right now, we're just a meritocratic, do what you're good at kind of community. Finally, but knowing your environment, knowing your locations, finding out backup places to meet is another like good communication skill and allows hunters to range farther, which is good for your tribe because you want to know what's going on around your area. And finally, your leadership figure is also more or less in his own cult. He picks a champion to succeed him and teaches him the way of the bear mask. We will come up with a cooler name, but right now, that is your totem. This bear skull, this massive cave bear, which you have killed, and now you wear as a show of pride. All right. So, while I decide modifiers on this, I should also roll to see how well you guys grow. So you have water sources, you have shelter, you have food, and we just got to determine how long of a time gap there will be. Can someone please roll me a 1d4 plus 2? That is how many generations will pass before the next threat arrives. 5
Nice.
generations.
Pretty good.
Okay. Cool. All of your characters are dead, unfortunately. But
Yep.
you have
Close
secured the
that.
future. And soon, as hunters, as gatherers, even messing around with all the bones you have, you will also inevitably get bone carving tools done. It's been long enough. You're not complete idiots just sitting on your hands stockpiling bones. You're doing something with them. So we will add that as well. You know, bone carving just comes naturally to hunters too. Bone carvers unlocked. Let's just put that there. 5 generations. That is, where's your tribe? You have 29 people starting now.
Yep.
Okay.
29.
You have a growth rate of, where's my notes? We were successful. Shelter, food, water. That is a ×2 modifier per generation. You guys are going to have a lot of people, but also your tribe will fracture at one point once resources dry up. But that's a good thing. You want more tribes out there anyway. And then you have like this shared culture. You don't want
Shared
to be...
understanding.
Yeah, we are from the Longtooth tribe, and we are like a branch clan of them almost. Maybe we'll be unlocking clans soon.
Ooh.
Where
But
is
there's
your...
still only like one chieftain that wears the bear mask until
Yes.
stuff happens.
True. Maybe a disciple leads his own. After, if there's like more than one chieftain. Okay, you have 29... 29 times 2 times 5 is 10. I know how to do math. And then we will just roll a dice per generation and start subtracting people. So first one is even, so it stays. First or second one goes somewhat poorly, so we're going to take that. Next one goes even worse. Okay, that's not good.
Uh-oh.
Third goes better, so we will... You're getting 30-ish people.
It's fine,
Okay,
we're
so
nomads.
that goes back up. Alright, it kind of... that
No,
one
but you're
evens
very
out
mad.
again. Last one, and a 2. Something traumatic happens at the 5th generation. Going back down. So at the end, the Big Tooth tribe and the clans, in roughly groups of 40 to 50, will even out to 260 people. So we have successfully grown the tribe as part of our priority. Good job, team. Claps
did it.
all around.
Ooh, we killed a fucking bear and lived. No one died.
No one died.
Meta tribe 260. They will just spread out like every couple of 30 miles and begin to hunt their own territories and grow and interbreed with your clan and stuff like that. And also other clans. They will inevitably run into more and more people and expand your web of territories. What have we done? We have found settlement grounds. Congratulations. We did not network because John would not let us. Sorry. But we found sanctuary, we found foods, and we did not make contacts with other tribes. Which is sad, but hey. We'll just add that to our next
We made contact
arc.
with a giant bird.
True. We have found a cave. Congratulations on that, first and foremost. You have done
Yay.
the impossible. It was right next to you.
This whole time.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah, there's a 15% chance for caves per tile. I rolled d20 to see what resources there. And
We could have never found a cave if
you-
things turned out.
Yeah, but instead I'm a god at rolling, and it's fucking 18 immediately. I'm like, adventure's over!
Good
7
job,
days.
Mental
Good
Jim.
fucking job. I think that's it. We will find out more about your tribe later, and how they react to people. If you check your additional features and traits, I've given you a handy-dandy little meme, I guess, of how tribes react and how I'll be scaling them. It's basically just defensive to aggressive, friendly to hostile, and passive to territorial. Each tribe has their own thing. We'll discover more about yours later, though, since your next arc will decide that more or less on how you are interacted with people. Or how you interact with people? Wow, I butchered that one.
Trade or don't trade. We're getting what we want, and we will take your women
Yeah.
and children if we have
The
to.
worst possible combination to run into is aggressive, friendly, and territorial people. Which is odd, you'd think. You'd think hostile would be. No. They want your stuff, and they're so fucking friendly, they're gonna take it.
That's us.
That's you guys.
Pretty much.
Finally, our arc is almost complete. We just need to start rolling our new characters. I will be taking away your character sheets momentarily, but first I want to give you new ones. So,
This time, use the character mancer.
yes.
Yes.
Arc 2. We'll do Wrinkle Brain Crick first. Can be edited, and we'll just go down the list. If you guys want, in no specific order, go ahead and roll your stats.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Give me one moment.
Hell yeah.
Come on.
Is this a clean sheet or is it my current sheet? It's my current
It-
sheet. I was just
yeah,
gonna go
don't-
straight on the sheet.
Just roll 4061 6 times
Yeah.
in the chat. I'm bringing people's sheets online now.
1, I got 11. 2, I got a 15.
There you go.
3, I got a 12. 4, I got a 14. 5, I got an 11. How many do I need to do? 6?
One more.
6.
12.
Pretty good.
Okay. Your modifiers will change slightly since of your because of your achievements and decisions on what you want to encourage. So no longer will just be +3 charisma, +1 con. If you check your thing, most of you have your Arc 2 character sheet. I am now finishing up Tac-Tacs right now. There you go. Everyone should have new character sheets. I will be taking away your others to go into the graveyard folder. Yeah, I'll just do that now as well.
Alright. I can go next. Or
Yeah,
Tac-Tac.
can you put dash marks before? Just to give us a little break there. Thank you.
Okay. Oops, that didn't work. Hold on. There we go.
Goodbye,
9.
Jabba.
Good start.
Alright. It's fine.
Log.
There you go.
16.
There you go. Holy shit.
13. 8.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh
17.
my god.
His
That's
stats
right.
are so
You
You
good.
got your 2 good stats.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
Fine
All right,
with
here,
me.
let
You-
me
you
go,
did
and
so,
I'll get the cursed rolls out of the way, so that way you get the good ones. Okay.
I don't want to get the good ones again. I want everyone to have fun. Oh,
Oh.
my god.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
God,
We're
it's
starting
happening.
strong.
It's my turn to roll.
Yeah, that's pretty good so far.
10.
All right. We need another natural 6 for my end.
Oh my god.
No, stop.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
Those are pretty good stats. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, it's down to me. Here's the dashes. Let's roll 40, 60. 40, 61. 13.
Alright. Perfect.
Okay.
average.
That's better than average.
Pretty good. 2 15s, yeah.
I'm all odds here.
Wow. Okay. I am finishing up your thing. Okay. No longer are you -1 int, +1 con, +3 charisma. Now you are currently +1 strength or dexterity, +1 to your primary attribute, whatever you choose, +1 to intelligence, and also +1 to wisdom. You've lost your charisma, but you've gained so much more.
My poor
Alright,
charisma.
can I get them listed again? Because you went way too fast.
I will do that right now, or someone can do it. Strength or...
+1 to strength or dex.
Got that
+1 to any stat you want. +1 to intelligence. And
Hold on,
+1 to
hold on.
charisma. No,
Alright. So,
Wisdom.
wisdom. Sorry.
okay. Yep, I got it.
Okay, cool. You can... I mean, if we have time, we can just build our Arc 2 characters
Yeah.
now. Since it's a Friday, I can go more than 3 hours. Is that what we want to do?
Yeah,
To-
sure.
Yeah, I'm down.
Just discuss what we want to do. So there is no responsibility for anyone being sticking with what they initially picked. If you don't want to be a fighter anymore, if you don't want to be a ranger, if you don't want to be a barbarian, so on and so forth, you can mix and match. Who went first last time? I want you to go last this time.
Alright, well, I'll sit out. Let me
Okay.
know when I'm ready. I'll even get comfortable.
Cool. Who wants to go first?
I can go first.
Yeah.
Of what I want to be. I want
What
to
do
be
you
a
wanna
bard now.
Yeah,
You want to be a
that's
shaman?
fair.
Yeah, the shaman.
Okay. You can start working on that. Do you have an idea of who you want to be? Do you have an idea of what you want to build towards?
Build towards.
Yeah.
let
You'll
me
be able to unlock Valor stuff now. But is there a meta thing you want to start leaning towards? Maybe more sorceries, maybe more develop the bard even further.
I think just more sorceries, more in the magical spectrum that what a bard can do. Because hey, we can do magics. What other magics can we do?
Okay.
And just exploring that route.
Become a madman. Perfect. Who knows what they want to do next?
Well, this might surprise no one, but I would like to be a fighter.
Hell yeah.
It's my favorite class.
Really? Okay.
Mhm.
That's rare. Fighter's my favorite class. How dare you? I assume you want to just stick with champion then?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Coolio. Are you planning on working towards something further? Or, more complicated maybe in the future? Or are you just like, champion's my thing? We're gonna develop champion as hard as we can.
I've never done champion, but we'll see whether this might eventually become like a cavalier, because that's
Oh.
more of like a protecting your allies kind of thing. Even though personally, I think it's like a real shitty subclass. I think it like it like fits the theme really well.
Okay. Or not Tac. Alex, do you know what you want to be?
Either barbarian or a fighter. Still undecided. What do you want to be, Millman? Do you want to
No,
be
you
chieftain?
must pick. Millman picked first last time. Next
Alright,
arc,
then I'll go
Patty gets
barbarian.
last. Hell yeah.
Ooh.
Hell yeah. Mr. Millmans, it's now your time. What do you wish to become?
We haven't expanded what's the word I'm looking for? Classes? Like, is there new ones that we can work with?
Soon
Or
to
still
come.
using the basic ones?
Not yet.
We are working to better and better stuff every single arc. But right now we're trapped. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Are we starting at level 3 with these
We're
characters?
starting at level 1 again.
Level 1. Okay.
That's how it is.
Lots of
Alrighty,
things
so
will occur.
we've got. Are you going charisma based or are you going intelligence based with your
Charisma.
magic crap?
Well, bard is charisma.
Yeah. I want to go another wrinkle brain, right? This is a descendant of the
Ooh.
wrinkle brain, and I will keep the wrinkle brain tradition. But I think I'm going to go something more with the magic side because obviously wrinkle brain gained magic as he got older. So I want to go down he's going down that. So I would go a shaman.
You want to be a shaman? I think we're gonna lift the class restrictions, just due to how many people you have in your tribe. There's gonna be more than one shaman in 300 people. Magic is becoming more and more common and prevalent in human society at this point, due to the fact that you're building fucking society and people are communicating more. So yeah, if you want to become a shaman, let's fucking do it.
Yeah. I wanna
2
go down
bards.
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna
it's
go down the more intelligence route though.
so you're gonna be
I'm
like the
thinking-
actual shaman, and I'm gonna be like, because I've been thinking of the background of Consumer of Dreams. So it's gonna be
Yes, those backgrounds are still within play. We have not gone past them. I think we may expand them in the future when I have time, but right
I need
now
to
it's
bring
not a
that shit
priority.
back up.
I always love it when players try new things, and whether it be a new play style, a new thing you want to explore, it feels good to me when I give people things and they actually like fuck with it. So
The main kicker is I actually really enjoy magic classes. The only sad thing is the way D&D works is they're always shit. Like
They
you
are.
can't get hit or you die.
you die immediately.
So like my whole thing is I hate that. I always play like a sorcerer who just sunk so much hit points, like everything into con and shit, and then I just statted something else so that I could be tanky and then take blows and then burn people's faces.
True.
welcome to my character in the Miss.
Well then, with that being said, let me give you a little tie-in for our next arc, because I've already kind of decided on what's going to happen. In Arc 2, your established tribe once more will face disaster, but unlike the ability to move away, you will instead have to deal with a terrible threat. One that will not just fly, but be able to shoot monstrous tail spikes out of its back. A mutated
fuck.
monster, a horrible, wretched thing with a lion face / human face. What we call, or will call, a manticore. I hope you are ready to go out and find the mythical legend of a weapon that can shoot more than 30 feet in the air, because you will definitely need one for the future.
Fuck.
Guys, thank you all so much for joining. Oh, yeah, what's up?
Is this Arc 2 character sheet that I can see my new character?
That is your new character, yes.
Okay, because I was like, I can't find a character sheet, it's not separated.
Arc 2 is your new character sheet. I love that face that you just gave us, Charlie. That sour expression of realizing
Like,
John is gonna fuck
fuck.
with you.
It's okay.
Guys,
We just had to kill it in its cave.
thank you all so much for joining us as the first arc, the first characters are completed. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial mission, or sessions, I guess, of this new bold project between us. We aren't doing anything next Friday because that's Christmas Eve in America land. And also probably
Christmas Day.
Christmas for
Christmas Day
Aussie
for me.
people. So we won't
Week
see you
after
then.
is New Year's Day as well.
Do we care about New Year's Day? John does not. He does not give a shit about it.
I
Okay.
hate people, so I will be available.
I will be available.
I will
Should be
most
fine.
likely be available.
Okay. What about you, Charlie? Do you care about New Year's?
I'm available.
Okay. We also end in America land before New Year's Day truly starts, so if you want to go out and get drunk right after, I'm not going to judge you. Guys! Yeah, what's up?
Do you like my character's name?
I haven't
Next
looked at it
character's
yet.
name?
Oh, no. I'm afraid now.
So I'm
Oh.
a bard, right?
Are you
For the-
Dunga? Real? Is this
Yeah.
the meme?
Yeah.
All right.
It's gonna go full circle. In the last arc, it's probably gonna be Bunga.
Bunga. Okay.
So, shaman is a.
It's a level 1 bard. Yep.
Okay.
Hopefully you'll
Gotcha.
be
You
able
have
to
two
find
shamans.
something as magic truly begins to infest and mutate your world. No longer are we just fighting Tyrannosaurus Rexes. We're fighting those that have fire breath, too. All right, now we are out for real. Thank you all so much for joining us. We'll be seeing you next week on New Year's Eve/day for us. We'll be seeing you then. I hope you had a wonderful night. And as always, don't die. Bye.
Bye.